I got it to work.
Awesome. 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 All right, we got
Alright.
Sun in here shortly. American Clear, the EGS stream.
Nice.
Yeah, for I guess it pretty much is like the
Oh, my green screen.
North American equivalent. Yeah, because we're doing U.S. and Canada here too. Yeah, Jay, exactly. It was like, hey, we're gonna stream now. No, no, no. Sun doesn't have a green screen. No.
Uh, okay, so how do I see the board? Like, how do I see what you're seeing? So we're both seeing the. Should I just
What
have the screen
I'm
open?
Yeah, what I'm gonna do. So yeah, do your screen share. I'm just gonna show your screen because then you can
Oh,
commentate, and
okay.
I can just sit here and look pretty. I mean, sorry, give
Sure.
helpful advice uh, to 5 dot. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Uh, yeah, sick. All right, we got sunscreen now, and then looks like we're missing the players. But yeah, throw up Sun's screen first. Uh, I
Okay.
thought he was a simulation. Yeah, well, he is a simulation, maybe. I did tight, tight. I don't know if you can even see in the top left, maybe, of our little
Oh.
like shared chat too. You
Oh,
can kind of
okay.
see what Twitch sees.
I have no idea. I've never used this before. Let me see.
Yeah, no worries.
I can just open it up on Twitch. And you know what?
Yeah,
That adds another viewer, so that's actually good. Good idea.
right, right. Let's just pump the view.
Oh,
I
there I
hire
am.
a lot
All
of
right.
random people too.
Everybody get your family to watch. We need the view count up. Get your family members on here, everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Drop some links and stuff.
Okay. So, okay. Okay, now the
All right.
pressure's up, though.
The,
Oh, and
no, no,
also,
no,
I
no, no.
ranked down
It's
from
chill.
5
It's chill.
down. I ranked down from 5 down now. My AJ rank's 4 down. I've been
Perfect.
losing in all my tournaments, sadly.
Even even lower pressure then.
We can keep it as 5. That makes me feel better. It's my peak
Okay.
rank. Okay, but yeah, we just stopped. Let me hide this. We just stopped at this N5 move, which I just closed everything. Which I honestly I don't really understand the purpose of. It was pretty surprising. So we just like black was spent a move to take care of the group, and white played M8 kind of attacking. And I
Okay.
don't really know like I don't know what we're trying to do. I think we're like kind of counterattacking the M8 stone and like trying to cut it off, but honestly, it's surprising and I don't know what it does. So that's yeah, it's interesting. Um, and white pushes, and I think the expected variation should be black Hane. Black Hane, white turn, and black extend. Okay. Yeah, so white ended up or black ended up cutting off the white stone in the center, and white got a lot of strong territory on the lower side. I don't know.
Makes sense. I
It
feel like
seems
they've been
yeah.
watching the games from yesterday. It's all about just fighting, right? Like trying to push the edge as far as they can go. Like some of it,
Let's go.
it's go. I mean, let's just go though, right? Let's just go. Let's just go.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know. This seems really good for black though. This isn't even really fun. White kind of this variation seems really weird. Like white plays this move like trying to put a lot of pressure on black's group in the center. I assume that's what
Right.
this does, and then black kind of cuts it off, and it feels like all of a sudden, uh, we're kind of connected everywhere and fairly strong. But I guess we're gonna see white
No,
go
I
in,
mean,
black
yeah, I
extend
feel like
now.
black's eating
Yeah.
white though, right?
I it's kind of yeah. I feel like Black definitely has the initiative in this fight now, since Black's going to get the first move towards this group in the center.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. This was kind of interesting though. Um, Black extending and then White extending. Um,
Yeah. Muka Zushi. I think it is probably good for black. I mean, I would prefer to be black here for sure. Can you see the chat, son? By the way.
yes. I
Great.
guess I should not ignore chat. Um,
Okay. Just pretend you're streaming still. But now, because you are.
it's true. It's true. It's true.
Just
Um,
kidding.
uh, yeah, it definitely feels good for Black. I like Black right now. I wonder what AI says. I feel like AI would give a nice score for black,
Right.
but I don't I don't know what to do now. I kind of just want to cap this white group and fight.
Right. Right. Right.
Like
Right.
Black's group on the right kind of is chilling and has no problem. You can still go
Yeah.
into the corner or go to the right side. So this doesn't really have any pressure on it. Black's group in the center, I mean, this can get weaker and come under attack, but it's Black's move to play. So something, something in the center. I don't know. M10 feels good.
Yeah.
Um, Let me think though. I don't know.
Jay thinks Black Center's not so good, but I
Oh,
think it looks relatively solid. And I mean, this is probably like a harebrained scheme here, but if Black's forced to live in that corner, couldn't Black also lean on the bottom white group too to get some strength if they needed?
yeah, probably. Oh, worried about the cut at K7. That's actually super true. Oh yeah, K7.
Oh,
Because the
I,
two stones are really important cutting stones. That's true, actually. Yeah, we do
yeah.
need to save the two stones, which matters. Uh, Actually, that feels so important. It seems like we need to defend that right away. Otherwise, White just plays K7 and we don't know what to do.
Okay.
Um.
Do we play
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
what kind of shape would you play here?
Mm.
Doing a dog, doing a diagonal, doing
Yeah, I
direct
feel like
connect?
the intuitive move would be to just play J6, just
Yeah,
fix the cut. Um,
yeah. But is that too slow? I mean, can you like lean on? I don't know.
I'll like try a Hane or something like that, or I think J6 would be the principled, just nice. Oh yeah, go Prince and Chancellor as well. Might defend at J6, and that makes
Yeah,
sense. That makes sense.
yeah.
We kind of that actually sucks. Okay, so this actually feels a little bit better for White if we have this problem. So it makes a lot more sense if White's doing this. Let's see what they do. Black played on the right, really?
I
Okay,
guess make some solid points and sort of attack.
that's
Give up the stones if
surprising.
you need to. I don't know.
Yeah, you can definitely see the profit Black's getting. Like Black's getting a gigantic right side, so you can't. Doesn't feel bad on the right, but it kind of feels bad towards the
There's still
center.
no player names if you're working on that. Oh, you are. Okay, cool. Texted it.
Okay. Yeah, Black is Eric Lee and White is sorry for the name Qiyou Wu, I guess something like that. Uh,
Right.
I don't know either of them. I think I've heard of Eric because he's a pretty strong player. I think he's a AGA 7 don. I'm not sure exactly. Do you
Mhm.
know either of these guys?
Uh, this is who are the two players? It's
Eric Lee
Eric Lee
and
and
Qiyou Wu.
Qiyou Wu. Okay. Actually, yeah. So it's Eric Lee and Qiyou Wu. I don't know either of those players. No.
Okay.
Um, actually, we just put up the wrong players in the thing, but we'll fix that real quick in the video.
Oh my! I mean, we could. They are also playing. Alex and Remi are also playing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We might be going back and forth between the games, I guess, once we get caught up.
Yeah, that sounds great. Popping back and forth is totally the plan. So,
All right.
yeah.
K7, K6, J8. Okay. K7, K6. Extending for Black.
You can copy the whole thing, right? You can just make a copy of this whole thing, right?
There, 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 there. There, there. Oh, you might be right. Imagine that they're better than me. Imagine being better than me. It's actually not possible. Damn it. That's true. It's really nothing? Hmm.
The whole time.
So I guess the cutting's not working right away. But it's definitely an Aji and pretty important. So it'll probably come up later. Let's see what White does. I mean, I don't think there's anything for White to do exactly right now, so maybe just jump out. Let's see what they do. They jump out. It makes sense. Uh,
All
yeah.
right.
Now we need to move with this hunter. Surely we play Tengen. We have Jace J9 problem. Feels really important. Black fixes. They fixed that one. What? Why not fix it earlier? Oh, I don't know. Actually, That makes sense. I don't know.
All right, son, I just got a hookup here.
Oh,
I'm having one of my Baduk house people record the game on OGS so that we have OGS access.
oh
Right.
my goodness, that's
I know.
genius. So is it
you
on
got
OGS right
you
now?
got, it is. Yeah, I just dropped you a link in
Oh,
the Discord.
okay. Very nice. Now we can click on the board. Oh wow, they've actually
Wow.
got a lot further into the game. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No spoilers. Go back. Go back. Just kidding. Six,
Uh,
six, six. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Heck yeah, dude. This is what I'm talking about.
all right. So, okay, black immediately went back and fixed the problem, and then white. Okay, peeps. Black probably just answers that. Never. Okay. They don't answer that. Never answer. Never answer anything.
Yeah.
Um.
Also, Zephodius, it's live game happening in Washington D.C. right now to figure out
Mhm.
the next pros. But we are doing some jank shiz. We are actually pulling. They are sitting there recording the games onto KGS, and then we're sitting here manually re-recording the games onto OGS, and then reviewing it. So that's kind of what's happening here.
Very spur of the moment. I did not. I
Yeah,
did not know this was going on until like this morning.
I, like went in. Yeah, and also Son was streaming as like, and his chat was like, "Hey, Son, you should talk about these games."
Yeah, exactly.
And then I pulled Son into my into my stream. It was great. All right, yeah, we're just rolling. We're just doing whatever.
Yeah, but good thing too. I mean, someone needs to cover the games, so it's good we're doing it.
Right,
Uh,
right, 100%, man.
yeah. Okay, white peeps and black peep back. Big ego move. You like to see it, and I think white has to answer. Um, it probably doesn't make sense for white to follow up on their peep before answering this one, so I think you have to connect. White does, and I think black probably ought to come back and answer at K6. If they don't, it's possible. It's possible to not answer this, but definitely white kind of wrecks black shape in this area, so
Okay. Yeah,
it
yeah.
probably makes sense to answer. Okay, so that is like a way of answering. So black's just answering in a way that gets him more and takes care of his shape in a different way. So
Right.
I
Well, it
guess
puts
like
a little bit of pressure on white, maybe.
yeah, exactly, and takes care. Yeah, puts a little bit more pressure on white. And it from what it looks like, let's say black just tanuki'd somewhere random. Um,
Okay.
they would only be able to, I guess, just push like this. Um,
So not too painful, actually. We can give up that one stone. It's whatever.
exactly. And other than that, if you want to try to do anything more severe, it doesn't really look like it's possible. Maybe you'd want to try attaching here, but it doesn't look like it does anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like this isn't too big of a problem. Black doesn't mind too much. So, anyways,
The
what we
photos are
care.
cool.
Um,
I think that OGS. Drop it for you guys.
good idea.
There you go. I mean, honestly, you should just follow us. We're way more exciting than OGS, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, we've made it out there for you. Dolphinese is recording it for us. So
Heck yeah! All right. Oh, is that the game? Oh,
Dolphin.
the game. White does push. Okay, they're getting their
Hey, look at
benefit.
that.
They're getting their benefit. Just push one time, because I guess later you might not want to. You don't want to make that exchange. It might be a bad exchange, so you just save it. But you
Right.
definitely want to push, I guess. Okay.
And you've still kind of broken black shape. I mean, if they want to try and murder black later, yeah, right, they can do that.
Yeah, it seems good. Jumping out
Is
again
it?
makes sense. We care about the
Yeah.
white's strength
Yeah.
and yeah, black's. I think we play a move from black's group. Maybe something like K13 looks good. Is that the game move? No, dang it. Jumping.
Try to get some pro move,
Either.
right?
Tanuki.
Wow, interesting. I would be worried as black. Like honestly, in the middle there, I'm kind of feeling like I might die if white comes at me. I don't know. Do you feel safe?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel completely safe, but we're not definitely not gonna die. I feel
Okay.
like there's too much space and too much Black already definitely has a single eye and can probably easily either make another eye or just run out into the center. Also, I guess the reason Black doesn't want to like play from the center is you're not getting anything. When
Yep.
you play from the center with something like this or this, you're playing from your group, which is generally good, but you're definitely not getting any points from that or getting
Yep.
anything like playing this. We're attacking the one stone at the top. We're, you know, playing a big valuable opening move, which is always good to do. Playing a move here is just kind of dame. Although you're helping your group, which can be good. I don't know. I think playing a move towards from the center could be good. I don't think it's bad to do this though. Um, Better production quality than any official stream ever. Period. Thank you, CQ. And that's any stream of any game of any type.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Over on Twitch. Best on Twitch.
Yeah.
N16 would be the Chad move. N16. N16. That would be crazy. That'd be wild. A
Yeah.
little less principled, but it'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. It seems fine. Let's see what White does. I wouldn't be surprised if White somehow played from the center again.
For sure. Oh my god, the
Jumping
jump up.
Just jumping out.
Boring. Come on, guys.
That is
Crazy.
boring. That is boring. Okay. And then Black 2 stages. Yeah, it's normal. Just taking care of the top group. It's normal. And then White. Okay. Caps. All right.
Yeah, this is the cap I expected. I mean, something like this to chase Black. I mean, Black has two groups. The top one looks also fine, but
yeah, definitely like a splitting type move. I think the main point is just we're putting pressure on Black's group. I think that's what we're doing. We're just putting pressure on this group, asking Black to take care of it, and maybe we'll get something good from that.
Can we profit as White? I mean, can White actually get anything point wise out of this? It feels hard.
Yeah, I don't see where White gets points, but I do see how White gaining strength because now we have another Black group on the top, so White gaining strength, in this area can then weaken the top two stones, which has a lot of value. Also, this group is still like somewhat a problem and can be a problem in the future. We're not connected to this group. I don't know. Gaining strength in this area does have a lot of meaning. So
yeah,
maybe White going with that goal is good, but I don't know. I don't think it's that complicated or that there's that much like reason behind it. It's just Black's kind of weak. Let's bully him a little bit.
totally. Well, and I guess too, it's if you get strong, not only can you continue to bully, but just keeping Black lower on points could be useful. Like, don't let Black build the top side.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't let Black build the right side, and just be happy and healthy with your stones, and then you can just do whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely annoying. We're not letting Black have it easy with his life or with his group. Also, originally, like from this position, wait, where is it? From like here, it kind of feels like Black's totally safe, completely safe in the center.
Right.
And then somehow, as the game progressed, now it feels like okay, we're not super safe. We're really not that safe.
Yeah.
That's always nice. Anyways, Black attaches. Okay, we're trying to gain strength by attaching to White stone. White. Okay. Okay. We cut.
Ooh.
It's never easy.
Again, dude, I'm too weak. Like, I'm literally sweating as Black right now. I'm dead in my mind. I'm dead in the middle. White just captured everything and GG, but I don't know.
Yeah, we could die. Yeah, that could
I'm a scaredy cat.
That could happen. It should still at this point it shouldn't happen, but now with this crosscut.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I mean it could happen. I'm not really sure. Like when White Hane like this, you have to cut. You don't.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. You don't have to.
He didn't cut.
You don't have to cut. You don't have to cut.
Oh yeah, because the variant. Oh okay.
Okay, I'm wrong.
You're right.
Horrible.
What does the Black do? Just like
Hane?
Hane. Yeah, Hane. Click it.
Hane's.
It's still.
What's he do?
He peeps. I almost said peep. Should have said peep. Dying is life. Can't be afraid of it. It's true, CQ. Deep. It's deep.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's good.
The peep? What's the idea there? So what? White blocks and then we sneak out?
Yeah, White blocks, then we get an extra stun supporting
Okay.
on helping us. I think it makes sense. I don't know if we Hane. So if White connects, and they did, which makes
And
sense.
they did. And they did.
And they did. We I think we
Tiger Mouth?
extend. I think we extend.
Extend.
Because now we can extend.
And then if they cut, we can countercut, and we're happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see if they did it.
so yeah, black extends
Yeah.
and then white
Yeah.
connects.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
connect.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, he
That's right.
jumped. Oh, okay.
Hmm. I guess that might just work, right? So like white tries to push in between, and black can just wedge theirs down there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If white tries to cut, then we can connect like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice, very nice. And if yeah, if white tries to push from this side, we connect. But it's kind of a nice move. I'm not sure. What I don't like is when white Ataris,
Oh yeah.
we kind of have to connect. But it's not
Now
a
white
problem.
gets a what a Panuki though. Panukis are worth 1,000,000 points, don't they
That's
know?
true. They are. Yeah, but I'm sorry. It doesn't seem that maybe not that good for white if something like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
happens.
It'd be
I'm
slack.
not even sure if that's like what would happen if white Atari'd. Um, I guess so.
PP makes sense, but it's pretty nice for white. Yeah, white gets a nice long stick right there.
Yeah, whenever you peep, you
Stick.
do fix white's weakness, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate. But if we can come out
Maybe
in a nice way, then maybe it's worth it.
here's the plan though. Look at that white
Mm.
stick. It's gonna die. It's all gonna die.
That'd be a dream. Probably not though.
I'm a dragon hunter. I'm a
You
dreamer
just
too.
look for every group to kill. Can this
Yeah.
die? Then it will.
I mean, how many eyes does white have?
Fadukis are worth a million, but yeah. This jump seems nice. Jump seems nice. Let's see what white does. White Atari from the other side.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I guess white's going for the go ahead black connect and make a silly empty triangle, and then I'll laugh at you joke.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. But black does. Black connects, and
White.
I assume white would connect, and white does.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, the problem is black has a weakness at. Yeah, let's play a stone on the side. At K11. So
Ooh.
we kind of get cut. Black Atarian doesn't do anything. We still have this kind of Miai for cutting here. So
Dude, that K11 move messes me up because I feel like I play these high Dawn players, like Soren when Soren was living with me, and that
sure.
that guy, he just K11 me, like just playing in the middle of my little diagonal, and I don't see it coming, and then I'm
Yeah, it's
gonna cry.
breaking bamboo. Okay, Telegraph, who's playing in this Pro Qual tournament, he's the one who originally would always tell me, and just that's his thing. Breaking bamboo, it's always a good move, and here
Yeah,
it is in the shape. So black has to answer. Black
right.
has to come
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
answer in some way, and fixes like that, which
Sure.
looks good. So he fixed the problem, and then okay, I'm not sure what
That's
white
it.
does to follow it up. Let's see.
Dude, white's stick is gonna die. White better help that
Oh,
stick. Oh wait,
really?
what?
Played from the inside.
Oh,
Um, black answers,
yeah.
pushing,
Yeah.
and then Tanuki. So
Wow. Wow.
I guess we're locally set. We're saying black only has one eye on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
this is cool.
originally we
Yeah.
wanted to
Go
go
ahead.
here, but actually, wait one sec.
Yeah. Look at it.
If black connects here, white cuts, and I guess how does this work actually?
Yeah. What are
Is it
these
like
strong players reading?
it's like that?
Squeeze. For all the eyes. Gold mine at the bottom.
Hmm.
Says Zaphodis. Yeah.
I think the point is with the whites moves is we're reducing black to one eye, and we're
Right.
just straight up threatening to kill. So whenever
Right.
black plays at the top, oh whoops, that's not the game.
Yeah.
Whenever black plays at the top, we're just bringing our group out.
I love this
and
move by
taking care of
Black.
it.
N14 is absolute genius, right? Because again, my worry is white stones on the board. So Black says, fine, capture my 3 empty triangle stones,
Yeah,
and I don't care about my 1 eye. I'm going to get out, and so
yeah,
Black's simultaneously getting out with this move and attacking white on the top. They're splitting at least to put some pressure.
yeah, definitely. I think I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie. Like, should white? I'm not sure if white should just capture these because white capturing these stones means this big white group is never in danger again. We're completely
Right,
connected, which
right.
matters. But you don't really want to capture just 3 stones because it's only 6 points because it's not that big.
Yeah.
But
Well, also
yeah.
L8 is an illegal move. You can't even play L8. Actually, it's not.
What?
It's yeah,
Illegal empty triangle.
illegal to triangle on the board.
Illegal.
Flag.
That's not legal in AGA rules.
Yeah, yeah. New AGA rules. No. I obviously, yeah, obviously cutting is huge. I see what you're saying. And I always tell like the new peeps in my club, like, don't ever play empty triangle unless there's like a secondary reason. Like again, like cut there to live, great
Yeah.
secondary reason. But if you're just like randomly playing empty triangles and stuff, I don't know, not good.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely don't want to play this. You definitely don't want to play this. So,
Yeah.
oh, and Chat
You
even
lose
says
tempo.
K7 was a bit of a hasty move. It probably was because when White doesn't want to play here, you're threatening to cut. Like that's what this move does is threatens to
Yeah.
cut, but you don't want to cut because
Right.
it's sad. It's not big, and you don't want to be playing not big moves. But I don't think it's necessarily horrible. Um, anyways, yeah, N14 looks good. I'm not sure how White will answer this.
Wow.
I don't think White will cut. It's possible. I think the main focus is these 2 stones now. I don't know if we just go to the corner, attach at Q7, actually respond to N14 is possible. Yeah, I don't know if that's what you do though. K7 is something you play when your middle group comes under attack. Yeah, exactly. Well, we are kind of under attack now. Let's see what he does. Just pushes one time. Does Black extend? Black extends.
Dude, white is bold.
Is maybe White's trying to make it so L8's like a good move.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
make it so you are weak, so you have to play here, to make that make sense. Pushes
White's
again.
that Uber.
Knight's move. Then go. So I guess
Wow.
we're connecting these, threatening to connect the top right group
Yeah.
to the center group, but also if Black decides to separate them, we can cut. It's kind of like a Miai situation.
Okay.
If Black wants to save these, then we can connect back. But
That's good.
there's cutting and stuff, so it's kind of complicated. It's actually
Honestly, I
complicated.
think, yeah, White's an Uber Chad here. White's literally driving the knife toward their heart. It's like some sort of like anime style way to defeat the enemy. Like, I have a power stone in my chest, and if you hit it, you die. Like, what are they doing? Like, it's great. I'm just making up stuff here, but I mean, yeah, like,
it looks like a good idea. Again, it's kind of confusing. I'm not really sure what to do. If I was playing, I'd be confused as usual.
every game of Go, just confused the whole time.
It's so true.
But I feel like White's destroying the whole right side for Black, kind of,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, these stones have value.
Yeah, and getting some value out of those stones, exactly. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I love this move.
It's good. Black. That's not the game move. That's horrible. Okay. Black cuts. Yeah, I guess we're taking care of our center group still. If Black can capture this white stone in the center, we connect to the 2 stones. We're making a lot of points as well as just being alive. So
yeah,
makes sense. White extends. That's complicated.
Just to make you aware, we're probably about to catch up to the current game.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're a few moves out actually.
Oh, I keep thinking I'm muting myself. Am I not muting myself?
Oh, nope.
LOL. Gotcha.
All right. Well, black is sente to capture the 3. What the heck? No Satsuchi?
Ooh, it's handsome. What a handsome move.
Wow, that's nice.
Saul stare at it and appreciate it.
What do you do?
So good.
Does black play H? So if black H18, white wants to jump. Well, actually, what does white do? What does anybody do? What's going on? What are these guys thinking? Okay. Okay, Hane? Oh, that looks really good, actually. Okay. Oh, how does white answer that? Why jump? Yeah, that looks great. Why didn't I see that? Oh, nice move. Who's black? Black is Eric Lee, but Eric Lee found a great move. What does white do? Here?
Wait, you're loving this move by black right now?
Yeah,
This Hane?
so if it kind of like your instinct thing is to block here, but you can't really do that because Atari.
Yep.
Which is a problem. Which is a problem of Connect than here. And I don't know. Do you play here? Okay. The other move I was looking at was G13, which happens to be the game move.
Okay. Interesting. Wow. I literally can't even see these moves. Like they're not even in my radar.
Yeah, I think F15 was nice. So it forces white to play G13 to save the 3 stones,
Right.
and you kind of get this free exchange. I don't know if you'd say free exchange, but you get F15, and sorry, I'm trying to
Yeah. No. Read.
actually read
Here's
and
my
not just
thought,
be
chat.
dumb.
That's what I was doing last stream. I was literally like just clicking random things, and people are like, "No, Devin, what are you doing?" Granted, I had AI, so I'm just gonna. You're like my AI this time. Like,
That's not a good sign.
that's not.
Let's see. Okay, probably jump. Okay, that makes sense. Black has to take care of the 2 stones, connect them to the top, putting pressure on the 3 stones. The problem is there's this cut, so that's a weakness that black has, and does that just? It doesn't just work right now. So cutting
Okay.
black would be able to Atari and extend, and
Oh.
ultimately black would gain more liberties than white and be able to capture the 3 stones, I think. But
Yeah.
this cut seems like a problem that exists. I don't know what white does. I really don't know what white does. Jumping seems like a dead end. Even
Maybe white looks elsewhere. You know, like says, "Hey, what else is on this board that's interesting to me?" And then we can come back to this later if we need to. Is it crucial that we
it
respond right
seems,
now?
yeah, I think it's crucial that we respond. If these 2 stones
Oh,
die, it
okay.
seems really bad.
It's too big. Oh
Or
yeah, because
they
we're
might
kind.
die, but
Are we
there's
kind of still putting pressure on black here, trying to cut
yeah.
off the middle kind of thing? Okay. Yeah.
I think black's weakness matters a lot. Also, it's just a lot of points if black managed to capture these 2 stones. White didn't really gain anything. K17 would be an interesting idea, says chat. K17 is a problem. I wonder, wouldn't you just go here? Maybe just go here.
It's too many empty triangles. I can't deal with it.
Empty triangle is a bad move unless it's a good move.
No, I know
Famous
it's so
proverb.
true. A famous proverb.
I don't think it works right. Let's see what he does. I'm curious. Oh, he just blocks.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Now the cut works, right? If white pushed and cut.
Yeah, so it's just Sente. So
Sure. Black has to respond connecting or something.
okay, this might look bad, but I like H15. He didn't play it. He jumped. Oh, that looks even better.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that looks really
Get
good,
some
actually.
topside points, break white's shape. I love that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we fixed the cut, get some points at the top. Yeah, also aiming towards the corner. That's nice. Okay.
Okay, but you're saying right now, like, because you're saying white looked decent earlier, and now black got this big chunk in the middle out of nowhere, top middle. Uh,
Yeah.
is it looking better for black?
Let's see. I don't. Let me count actually. Um.
Counting. Look at this guy counting. I'm gonna use score estimator while you count. Don't mind me. Okay, score estimator's garbage.
Wait, isn't the score estimator supposed to be really good?
Oh, it is. It is now. You're right. Ah, yeah.
Wow, white is winning by 12 points.
That's big. It's a big lead.
Really? I guess so.
I mean, if black can't actually actualize any of that right side,
That's true.
and then the left side feels like there's no move black could play to nail down the left side. So
Yeah, white has a lot of solid territory on the bottom. Black's only real territory is at the top and on the left, bottom left corner.
right,
Um,
right,
yeah, I guess that's big. Oh,
yeah,
it's a little surprising though.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah. The new OGS score estimator is actually you're right, way better because it's using like kind of AI now instead of the one before. But I just meant
Right.
like a Scarbo, like you still kind of need human interpretation. Like I would trust your count. Um, a lot. Even if the score estimator is more accurate, like I feel like your
True.
count would give me a feel for the game. Like if you're like, all right, like there's like blah blah blah, 10 points in the corner kind of thing. That kind of stuff is useful. So if white dies, it's about game ending. Is white gonna die? Yeah, I mean that'd be pretty exciting.
I mean, from the looks of it, it looks like white has like 42 points, and then
Okay.
black has. I mean, it looks like black is like 38 to 40 points, but it's really hard to count the right side.
Right. Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
I don't
Well, and I
know,
feel like
actually.
white can kind of destroy it in Sente, right? Then
I
this
wouldn't
top,
trust Sun's count.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
trust.
I wouldn't trust it either. I wouldn't trust it either.
Uh, yeah, counting's hard. 1, 2, 3. It's too hard. It's hard stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you. What are you saying, man? I
No,
actually
no,
just.
you're good, bro. We're just hanging out and chatting here. It's my thought is like top right is like white could pressure that to even like maybe even like make points on the right side. So
Yeah.
they could do something like R12, like settles their sticks and put some pressure on
That's
white,
nice.
black. But I guess that does help black solidify their top right. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm trying to guess like where the game even goes from here.
Sure. Yeah, you could jump in 3-3. I think still you
Oh,
white
three
plays
three.
it. It's possible, but I think first white would want to care about this group. Um,
No, son, you're too strong.
oh,
I'll tell you, I cheated and looked ahead. You're an absolute genius.
really? Let's see.
Yeah, you're a genius on 2 counts.
Oops.
That's my Garbo move. Yeah.
Oh,
First
it
of all,
was
this one.
K17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like guess Black's next move, son. You're too smart. You know what it is already.
Wait, what do I know? Okay, let's see.
You know the truth. Yeah.
Oh, he
Boom.
played the move. There it
Boom. I
is.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes. It's good. It's good.
So good.
But white definitely saw. There's no way white didn't see that. So white definitely has a plan against this. Um, maybe some kind of attach on this M17 stone using K17 to help with something. Let's see what they. Oh, they just jump in 3-3. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Three
know. I
three.
don't know what the point of that was. Um, just getting that
Maybe they.
exchange, I guess.
Well, I don't know. Do you think they saw that empty triangle move? Maybe they were expecting a different move, and
Oh,
then they
they
realized.
definitely saw that. They definitely saw that.
Okay.
Maybe they were just asking. It's possible just wanting to get this stone might be just a good exchange. Because it is empty triangle, so it's not as if Blackstone's particularly valuable. So maybe K17 will be useful in the future. I think 3-3 is just a big point move that White's going for, just taking Black's corner.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna go
Yeah.
through some basic variation. And okay, uh, normally, if this was a normal position, which is not, White would
Yeah.
slide here,
Yeah. Yeah.
probably black would push, something like this. But white, I guess white doesn't want to slide because black gets a little too strong on the outside. And what's really important is this white group.
Right,
Honestly, uh, I don't know about jumping into 3-3 right now. I wonder if that's
right. Well,
bad.
you pulled it out, but in my mind, it's insane because you're just building black on the outside, getting strength to attack the white group that you have.
Mhm.
I mean, now, um, black's crazy cut at L8 can kind of become doubly good, potentially. I don't know.
Mm.
If there's a possibility to kill something, like we have to keep that kind of move in mind. In my mind, like
Yeah, that's definitely true. It's complicated. White could get in some trouble. It should be if white can handle this though, then white got a lot of points. So white took some territory in exchange for black thickness, and if black can use the thickness to attack these white stones, it should be good for black. But it's kind of hard. Let's see what they do. So white extends, which is sente, hanes, which is sente, and diagonals to save the two stones, and simultaneously peeping at this cut. So probably bamboo. That makes sense. And white pulls this out. Oh well, K17 looks fantastic now. And wait, black's dying. White connects. And oh, we're caught up to the game. Wow, so that variation was freaking genius.
Dude.
So I think white deliberately 3-3'd in order to get these two moves. And
Wow.
these two moves allowed white to save the two stones, which was kind of a problem. I didn't know how to do it
Right.
earlier, and that was kind of like an important thing. I thought letting these die was really bad, and he managed to not make them die. And now black's whole center group, all of this stuff that's connected together, has one eye. I think. Estimate score. White by 20, it says.
Yeah.
And the only way it's white by 20 is if something dies. It looks dead. Something is dying. Rip black. Yeah, it looks like black died. Although there's probably some Aji, probably something to do.
I'm trying to get some updates too. Maybe the game's there's no way it's over right now, but what
No.
if it is?
There's also a cut here
Actually,
that could be important.
I just got the OGS link to the second game as well, so we can after we finish this, we can switch over whenever you want.
Cool. Let me look at what chat says. Chat, do you guys see anything? H15 is a real issue too. H15. Oh, did that something happen here? Okay, let's see. So let's say black. I don't know. Play something random. H15. Ah. Oh, that's annoying. Oh wow. Oh no. Wait, that's a problem. What do we do? Here. Black start with N15. Better at L16? Better at L16.
Man, Chad is too strong. Chad is like...
Oh, Chad's the best. Definitely the best players in the world. Condensed.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Black L17 was probably a blunder. L17. Yeah, I think black handled this kind of casually. And it turns out it was a really big problem. I just answered these. I'm curious how much time they spent to play these moves, because if they were just kind of answering without thinking too much, that's not good. That's very undisciplined, and white pulled off something like really good. But
yeah, white bamboozled.
Yeah. Interesting.
But they have a lot of time. I mean, the time settings here are, not short. Although if they, how far into the tournament are we? Looks like we're
third game.
Third game. I mean, just for this round. So it's 11:10, and they started at 9:30. So they've been playing for an hour and 40 minutes. They should have time on their clock. Each of them should have plenty of time. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm totally undisciplined if they played out that quick. Like if they're like, oh, I'm fine here, just by the normal move.
But also, it's kind of hard because black. I'm not sure what else you're supposed to do. Honestly, it feels like white just pulled out something that's kind of impossible to resist against at this point. Maybe it was already bad for black before this. Because
True.
Okay, black. True. Yohane, then what does black do? Does black have anything they can do to stop this from unfolding right now? It doesn't look like it.
Double honey? Double honey?
Double Hane.
I'm just making up stuff.
Sure. Maybe.
Oh, Muka Hazushi said double honey too. Moku Hazushi.
Oh. Extend? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, Chad. How do you answer this? What does White do?
9 down chat, please help.
It seems like J16 was a mistake then. Oh, surely not my J16 move. That was the one I liked.
Certainly not.
Looks like the shape move there, but maybe it's over anyway. I can't see the variation. White could I15 here, or L15. There's no I. Oh, they could double Hane back. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
That is always
and
true.
then black and triple honey, right?
If that was, yeah, if only.
Yeah.
Does it matter? I don't know. Maybe black should have double hunted. It looks good.
Could be
L17.
interesting.
I don't know.
Just play Hane. Just play Hane. Just Hane endlessly. I think double Hane looked more interesting to me. This feels like it's just like kind of after White plays, it's better.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward and looks like it's trouble. Maybe there's a chance to fight back with double Hane, but I don't know. I'm not good enough to instantly see how to play this. Like, really? Yeah, Atari and Connect. I don't see what I'm supposed to do. K16 now. Okay, K16. Like that?
No
like
way.
That,
no way.
Then we cut and cut.
Oh, wow.
Although we have problems over, I don't know. Maybe that. All right, GoPrints gave me a variation. Thank you so much. Okay, L16, L17 makes sense. M18, L15, like this. So if black tries to cut here, Atari first, you're right. CQB nice. I'm trying my best. You have it's against the rules to be mean here. In my stream, you can be mean to me. On Devin's stream, you have to be nice. It's in the rule book.
That's right.
If you don't follow the rule book, you're in big trouble.
Where's the rule book, you ask? Don't worry about that.
So, okay, maybe there's something to do. In any case, with how the game played, if black is in trouble, this is the game. Oh, and black ended up playing M15. So white ultimately has to connect. Could probably Atari first connect. Let's see what he does. Yeah, Atari first, connect. Makes sense. Then black threw in. Really?
Really? Really? No way. Probably white has to capture it. Yeah.
Capture, because there's a the squeeze. Black managed to fix this big problem we had on the upper side, which we showed earlier. And now I think the problem is this cut here at O12.
Yeah.
So white fixes that in the most straightforward way. Pretty cool. This makes sense. So the cut, fix the cut.
Yeah.
And then black cuts
here. Their situation, yeah.
So, okay, not super straightforward. White's completely cut off from this group in the center.
Right. This is my fear. White's gonna die everywhere.
Yeah, so that was a problem we were talking about earlier. How there's this L8 cut. It's a resource for White. If White plays here, the group in the
Yeah.
center is fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think White has the time to do that. If White plays here now, then somehow this entire upper side group becomes a big problem.
Yeah.
And if White plays some move taking care of your upper side group, I'm not really sure. Again, if we cut or probably something like that.
Yeah. Just that, right? Threaten the cut.
Threaten the cut. And our cool
like,
also not complete. It's confusing, but
I feel like strong players too. They just like make a bunch of veiled threats. Like they don't actually have to do anything. They just kind of like, hey, these stones. How do you feel about them? You know. And then people get weird and scared, and except for that, actually, because they're both strong players, they just kind of side eye each other the whole game. And, like, oh yeah, cut here. You can't cut here. I'm fine. So
yeah, always like alluding to weaknesses rather than just directly taking advantage of them. It's not always directly obvious.
Right.
Yeah, and also Goodprint said P12 is odd. Can't imagine not playing Q13, which does seem like a more natural way of fixing this cut. It's interesting that he played this. This kind of feels like a liberty extending move almost. I don't know. I'm sure he has a follow-up that he wants to play. Let's see. White plays. Oh snap! There it is. See, if we can learn anything from the NA Pro qualification, is that empty triangle is the best move. Always play it, and that's enough. So if Black cuts, which he did, White wants to cut, and do we play this one?
Positive. Hey.
Extending. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't understand this cut though from White because to me it looks like White's gonna die, not Black. So the cut here isn't apparent to me how it's hurting Black.
Yeah, I think the point is to weaken these stones on the outside and use the weakness to help our group. So definitely White can Hane, and what you're getting is you're getting forcing moves towards these two stones from helping to help your group. So definitely White Hane's, and Black Hane's back. And this is where we're at the game. So at this point,
cool.
Do we double Hane? It's possible. Oh no, they just played some moves. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, cut.
Yeah, this. I literally have somebody downstairs double transcribing both games from KGS onto OGS. So this is the live game. This is live.
Yeah. White cut. So they just totally went against helping this group and just saved the group in the center. So that's big. Okay, now this group's not a problem. Wow. And now let's see what Black does. Black cuts here and White Ataris. Okay.
How is White planning to live? It's amazing.
I don't know. What do we do? Somewhat complicated. This is really complicated. After Black captures.
Yeah.
If Black decides to capture, which I think makes sense. When you extend, you give White this one. So I don't think we want to give White that. Taking. Yeah. You still can't cut. You're just gonna die.
Right. Yeah.
So you need to do something else. Honestly, I'm not sure what that something else is. Atari, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd be scared as White. The race, yeah, I would be really scared as White. It looks horrible. It looks like a nightmare right now. It was looking really bad for Black, but now it's looking really scary for White. White ended up descending. Oh, is that the game? No. White cut?
No. Wait. No. That's your move. That's your move.
I thought that
was
horrible.
White descended.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I messed up the review. I see.
You're still in the branch. Go back.
Yeah, so is that the game move?
I don't know. How do you get out of your branch?
I'm out of the branch.
Are you?
I think.
No, you're not. You're trapped in your branch. There it is. No, that's not. I don't know what's happening. Maybe refresh your screen real quick. That'll fix it.
Okay. I'll refresh. Oh no. Yeah, there it is. Okay, the right move is to send. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes so much more
white
sense.
can't cut.
Yeah.
That would be insane. But still, I mean, like even with this though, I feel like black could just connect. Well,
It's a little Sumegu for everybody. Black connects, white to connect to the corner.
take
I was
that,
just doing
chat.
some Gokyo Shimyo this morning. It's kind of similar.
That's why we do Sumigo. Actually, yeah. So at the to entertain chat while I'll send us some Sumigo. At the Baduk House, we do Sumigo hour every day. In the morning, we have a little morning meeting, talk about the plan, like how we're gonna make the Go world better, and then we do study sesh, and then we watch Sun if he's on for sure. Um, numero uno priority, and then and literally like it's been helping so much. We went to the Burning Board tournament and 3 people from our group like got placement, and a lot of it came down to like one of our guys, Javier, literally said it like these you know he's from Europe too. He's like these like guys are playing these theoretical one dogs can't do Sumigo, you know, and he just like crushed them all, went 5-1. It was awesome. So yeah, Sumigo is the truth.
The
Is the way.
Sumego hour helps. That's so
Sumigo hour.
nice.
At
Yeah.
least 1 hour, right? Son, how much hours of Sumigo do you do?
Well, right now I'm kind of busy, but I usually do it for an hour or so in the morning, then an
Okay.
hour before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I do. Yeah, I usually like read in bed before I go to sleep and do some Sumego for fun. But right now I've been working on Gokyo Shimyo on stream. We're almost finished. Uh,
Right.
it's great. It's a great set. I ordered. So Auntie remade the collection and is selling the book, and I ordered it from. I don't remember the shop. I think it was some German shop that sells Go stuff, and I'm kind of looking forward to getting that book in the mail. It's
Heck yeah.
something to look forward to. I'm just hoping
Yeah,
it doesn't
that
take too long.
that German shop and I started making software. We're actually trying to work together to get some North American like what's it called, like equipment on site, like books and stuff like that. Uh,
Oh, that's a good
yeah,
idea.
Herb Stacker Verlog. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully, Buddy Club and him are going to pair up and get some stuff there. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're ordering. And Auntie is so smart. He makes great stuff. So it's cool that you're getting his book.
Yeah. And Gokyo Shimi is like the best Sumego collection for sure. Just like
I
the
don't know that one
super
actually.
it's the cream of the crop. It's just the best problems
The creme
and
de la creme.
exactly the best
Yeah.
problems. So
Okay, you have to share that with me. I'm gonna force the Badukas to Sumigo hour with this. So.
let's get it solid. Um,
Yeah.
so
Positive. If
let's
I'm black, I'm accepting a
Black
loss and
has to
mentally
connect.
preparing.
Black has to connect here, I think, and
Yeah.
white wants to attach. And
Wait, can't black threaten to kill the corner in some way? And not let the white attach under?
so
Yeah, sorry. If black connects, then
wait, am I?
show me what
Wait,
happens.
maybe I'm trolling here really quick. Wait.
No. You good.
I think I might be joking around,
You
being
think
a little
so?
silly. Does this work? I thought this worked.
Corner is too small.
Oh, here we have the game move.
Yeah. This kind of move is what I expect.
Black played S13 because
Oh.
this was too scary, I guess. This was too scary.
Yeah. But no, I just realized what's happening, man. Black's dying in the middle, just like my worst nightmare from earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I guess White just gained enough liberties, and now he's going for the
The murder
kill.
fest.
I didn't realize that Black had so few liberties in the center. I thought Black had a lot, but after Black connects,
Whoa.
does White one, two, three? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties right now. Oh no. Oh no.
It's happening. It's happening, boys. getting to kill the dragon.
Yeah, Black's dying. Yeah, you were talking earlier about killing stuff. I'm like, they're not gonna die. They're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
They're gonna like be safe. No, we're dying. Stuff's happening.
totally.
So I'm gonna go down to final semi. Yes, it is. But from the looks of it, I mean, I don't know where Black's gonna get. Let's count. Let's do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? 3,
I
4,
declare
5,
with them more.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 outside liberties, which definitely Black does not have.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the move. Black cut. Okay.
Wow.
Here. So we were looking at something like this way earlier, and I think the idea for White is to play H7.
Okay.
We'll see what they end up doing.
Yeah. So someone mentioning I versus no I kind of situation that could be interesting.
Oh, and he played it. Makes sense. But it looks like even if Black somehow gets an I think White just has too many liberties for it to matter.
Right.
But maybe.
Oh, dude, this is so. I'm like literally on the edge of my seat. I say literally. Hold on. Let me move to the edge of my seat. Holy cow! My seat's so far back. Okay.
Because if Black wants to get an I, he would have to do this, and you don't have a lot of liberties that way. Oh,
Positive. Is that the result? Is that legit?
Black respectfully resigns. Oh, are the quals direct elimination? So right now we're in round robin play. So no. Oh, and
Yeah.
it looks like they're playing the variation we were just looking
No,
at.
it's definitely.
Yeah. So far it's just playing him out. Looks like the game's gonna end pretty soon.
Yeah.
Maybe he flips the board over in anger. Possible. Anything's possible in an NA tournament.
Here for people that probably won it. Here's the OGS game. There you go. And I'll drop when we switch over to the other game. I'll drop that link too for you guys to play around on.
Okay. It looks like you're gonna be switching over soon.
Yeah, I think so.
Here. We can count the liberties
cow.
that Black has. What'll happen?
Wait, counting. That's cheating, son. Counting is cheating. What are you doing?
There. Looks like Black has 5 liberties, which is definitely not enough.
White my Tanuki for disrespect.
Just answer.
That actually.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. No, White's not. White's gonna nail the coffin.
That's probably the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Just be sure. Just kill it.
Let's look at score estimator.
Oh, true.
See some big.
White by 54. Says the estimator.
All right, girls and boys. That's that. Sheesh. Do we want to watch Black crumble, or do we want to look away from this?
I guess we look away. We'll
look away.
It looks like it's pretty much over. But maybe Black will try some last minute resistances, killing the top right, but it shouldn't be enough. I guess. Do you have the link for the other game?
Sure. Yeah.
So this one's Alex versus Remi.
Right. So we switch games. Alex versus Remi.
Oh, and they're playing a lot slower. Okay.
Oh, look at that. I just want to give a quick shout out to my helpers, Javier and Ursa, and Jay too, at the Body House, because Javier we were up to like 3 a.m. last night making this like nice visual here and like figuring out the stream setup. And then, Ursa's hand recording the game from KGS. And Javier is also managing the broadcast. So just switching over like the different like views and stuff like that. Body House, awesome people, love it. Thanks to you guys. So.
The Boddick house is the best house.
Bodycounts is the best house. Son, you gonna come join us here? You gonna come hang out? Bodycounts?
If I wasn't busy with so many extremely important things, maybe.
All right.
Just extremely busy. Extremely.
Super, so busy, so important.
Exactly.
No, I know you are. I know you are. But hey, open invite to you, man. Anytime you want to
All right, man.
come hang out. We're gonna have another tournament
Absolutely.
sometime in the fall too, probably or whatever. And hit you up. You can come stay with us too if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, if you guys have, I'll definitely be around for tournaments. I always go to
Okay.
tournaments. So
Tight.
any East
Tight.
Coast ish tournaments, I'll drive out. If I can drive out in a day, I'll be there.
Tight.
That's my motto.
Yeah. Wait,
Um,
son, you mean you can't just drop everything in your life and then come live with me and study Go 24/7?
as sad as that is, I
That's
think it's true. It's very
yeah.
disappointing and unfortunate, but it just is that way. Oh, can you post a link? Sure. Wait.
Yeah, you can post it probably in that chat down there.
All
I
right.
think so. If not, I'll post it.
There you go.
Oh no, you can't. I lied.
Oh,
Boom.
unlucky.
All right.
I got
Fixed.
the
Fixed.
stars. All
Here, I'll
right.
make you a mod. You're a mod now.
Feels good.
Wait, time out, Living Sun? Maybe I should time you out. Okay. Just
Banned.
mod. What's this mod? Ban? Ban the Living Sun?
Oh yeah, we were looking at this earlier. So the opening is like really normal, really
Yeah.
modern. You could find this anywhere on Fox. You could find this anywhere, and like it looks like a pro opening, which is good. Um,
Future
White,
pros.
yeah, true. So it's quality. Black jumped, taking like another move at the top left, and White gets an attack on the three stones on the left. So we were saying earlier that Black Tanuki twice at M17 and at E12 to get some value, playing some big opening moves
Ah,
in exchange
okay.
for White getting an attack on these three stones. So Black's pretty much
Yeah.
saying that I can handle these. It's not going to be a problem.
Right.
So
Black's taking the big points and then only has one weak group, right? So that's
yeah,
totally like, yeah, one weak group's fine.
yeah, it's definitely fine to do. It's definitely good. Not good for one player or the other so far.
Right.
So,
Right.
but what White like presses an attack and Hane's and Black cuts. So yeah, we earlier
Wow.
when I was looking at the game, we got to this point at K5, and we're wondering if Black would cut. I'm kind of curious what the plan is. It definitely you don't want to not cut it, but at the same time, it feels pretty hard to do this. So,
Yeah.
um, maybe L5. Oh, White pushes. It's kind of unexpected. Okay.
Is White's kind of looking at the cut there for Black, trying to.
Yeah, White's caring about the fact that Black has a cut at G6
Oh, okay.
and at G7, like Black can cut the two stones, and
Yeah.
also the fact that Black has a weakness here
Okay.
at F5. So I think what White wants is for Black to just answer something like this, and then maybe answer in the center and be happy. Black played just a Dame connecting move, which doesn't seem that valuable. Um, let's see what he does. So Black jumps.
Huh.
Oh, that's a better way of fixing this cut.
Yeah.
So now White can't cut because of this problem. Uh, that's nice. Okay.
Black's doing a good. Black's doing a really good job of handling their, initially doomed stones.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good shape so far. But let's see. Okay, White extends at K4. I don't know. I kind of feel scared as Black. Uh,
Right now, Black's trapped. Theoretically, although can't Black sneak out the left side?
yeah, I think that's what they're gonna have to do. Something like B8 or C8 seem
Yeah.
like what something like us to do right now. So he plays B8 in the game.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
if I were playing White, I'd be looking at B9. It seems like a really
Ooh.
severe way to just cut Black off. So White ended up playing C6, and that's actually a pretty important thing. Like in this shape, when you have this
Oh
Tiger's
yeah.
Mouth here, a lot of times C6 is a vital point. So what White's doing is poking at the vital point and threatening to cut Black off from this
Doesn't
B8
that
spin.
doesn't that doesn't that move also kind of help with some sort of potential push and cut later for White? on the F4. Like
You know
white
what?
gets
I
that.
didn't even think of that, but that's true. Yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah. So it's
If
like doing like three different things.
Yeah, if black answers here, it doesn't work. But I guess
Right.
later, if this stone got stronger, we would be able to connect to it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
cut.
yeah.
I didn't realize that.
On
That's
the,
true. That's true.
it's way later. You're right. I mean, right now it doesn't work, but I wonder. I wonder.
But I'm a little curious about what White's follow up is.
Right, because now
Maybe
white
they
can't
are
slap
immune
on the
then.
outside.
Yeah, maybe we push here or extend. We don't. What do we do? Annealing attach.
Hey,
Really?
there's your move. Would it have made sense to attach first? Or do you think the peep there by white was better?
I think the peep is better.
Actually, yeah, you and I are too weak. Actually, I'm too weak. I'm too weak.
No,
You're
I'm
super strong.
no, I'm too
You
weak as
go? No,
well.
you should go. You should go. You should go pro. You might be ready, son.
No, I
Next year, right?
next I want to go next time they have a pro qualification. I'm like feeling really left out because it looks so much fun. Like they're playing a bunch of serious games. It's probably a really good
Yeah.
time. I definitely it looks like a ton of fun.
Right.
Um,
Even if you're not trying to become pro, just to go there and play the top players in the nation would be
that's
kind
the
of awesome.
point. Yeah, exactly. Um, let's see what chat's saying. C6, nice move now after push. And white has D7 Sente. Yeah, white has D7 Sente to threaten this cut we were talking about earlier. Um,
Positive thinks Remi's kind of just floundering here, but respectfully understands he's pretty strong. I agree. I mean, yeah, it's tough. If black lives, I think white does have some questions about how they win the game from from here. If black's fine.
yeah, I think it's fine if black lives. We just need to get a good shape on the outside, and we should be happy as white.
Okay,
Um, let's see. I think I'm really not sure what black does. Okay, we push up. I guess we have to. Here in answer, just want to take a look at the game variation first. Okay,
sure.
so as usual, it gets complicated, and as usual, I'm a little confused. But the idea is we can either capture these two stones or these two stones.
Yeah,
Um, the two on the left are more important, so that's where white plays first.
right.
And if black does go back and capture these two stones, we're alive.
Yeah,
Um, so that's good. So we have life right before us. But first, I think we can threaten these two stones on the outside before going back
right.
to live. Let's see what
Try
he
and milk
does.
them.
Yeah, extend.
Holy cow! I looked ahead. It gets spicy.
It's already getting pretty complicated. So, oh man, okay, what do we do?
Well,
What do we do?
black's top side kind of is getting ruined here a little bit, right? If white's
Yeah,
cutting stones there can do something. If black captures those cutting stones, it's huge. I mean, it's like a triple win for black because black lived and solidified the top side. So like
yeah.
white can't let those stones die, right?
These need to stay alive. Also, another problem that's happening is as black's getting stones on the outside here,
Yeah,
white's group in the center is getting weaker.
right.
So we do care about that. If black can get K7, it could be a problem, and another fight will break out in the center. So this cutting stone's pretty
Totally.
important. I'm curious if does white Hane here pushes. Okay,
Yeah,
block,
white's going for active.
connect, and jump. So from the looks of it, we have to play D12.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. That's the
I
move for
think.
sure. But then white's
Yeah.
center group, right? It's kind of in trouble. I mean, if black just extends that single stone,
Yeah, that's definitely the point right now. And he's
yeah,
gonna probably play from that. I don't know if you play one more time though.
I think so. You can squeeze once more, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, black plays there and white Tanukis. Black kills this
Yeah,
white
that's
jump.
true.
That'd be too much.
So we cover on top. You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Block.
Connect.
Oh, connect. Yeah, that okay. Now that's making a lot more sense than what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, connecting's good. Then however white answers. And
Sure.
white's really strong, broke the left side, but now we got really strong and we can fight in the center. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah.
sense.
Black. Oh, yeah, yeah. Black's going for it, and black went for it in a big way. That's exciting.
That is
Putting
exciting.
some
That's
pressure on the
yeah,
bottom too.
yeah. Okay, so definitely something's gonna die. I'd say whether it's black
Yeah.
or white, probably white. Something of white's. I assume white takes care of their stones in the center. Man, how do we play? Jumping? What, chat, what do they do? Um,
AI chat. 9 Don chat. Help us. Help us.
C11 is correct. C11 is correct. Okay.
Cedric
Um,
says 11.
okay. Um, hmm. I think white plays from the center. This making sense. Really important. You have to take care of these. But the question is how black follows this up. Do we play from over here? Do we play from the center?
Right. Uh, I mean, black's kind of chilling, right? Because black has a strong wall. Has 2 stones, just like out in the open, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I'd be inclined to actually try and leverage those 2 stones to kill the white stones in the bottom, and then worry about that big white middle group later. Like, don't even touch it
Mm-hmm.
now. Kind of like play away from it because it feels hard to kill the white group at the moment. Um, and if you attack the bottom, and again, I should look ahead and so just like yeah, yeah. If you attack the bottom, then you could potentially get some leverage on the bottom right too, right? If you
Definitely.
help your 2 black stones. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So a move like M4 would be kind of a normal looking follow up on the two stones at the bottom.
Yeah.
Seems really important. It seems really big. So I think that's probably what we do. If we're not going to follow up in the center, so and that's what he does. Okay, we knights move, and the question is, does white just give these up with something like O3? Probably too big to just give these up.
Well,
Um,
also white living with those 2 stones puts more pressure on the black group because black eventually has to come back and
yeah,
capture the 2 white, right?
exactly, exactly. So white's life is a problem. Our black's life is a problem. All right, let's see
Mm-hmm.
what he does. White jumps. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
I guess threatening to connect under, but I mean, if black wanted to later, can just pretty easily play H2, right?
Yeah. So black can play H2. I guess we don't go here because of the peep. Which is unfortunate. Hmm.
Yeah, white looks in trouble to me in that bottom area.
I wonder if we just jump. Jump on the second line.
Sure.
Might be a horrible move. Probably a horrible move.
Yeah.
Um,
Black plays more solidly, I think.
let's take a look. So white jumps. Black. Oh, he just goes back and lives. That makes a lot of sense.
Just lives.
So if we can't capture the two stones on the outside, we do have to live. Otherwise, we'll die. So it makes sense. Black lives, and okay.
Yeah. Do you think white tries to attack those stones? Yeah. What does white even do from here, though? Because black's alive solidly.
Hmm.
White feels like they're in a good position, though. I mean, the left side's kind of ruined for black, and white actually got some points there, which is chill. Bottom left looks good for white. They got some points there. Um, Black doesn't really have any points except for the top right, and yeah, I kind of like white in this position currently.
Honestly, if I'm playing white, I'm terrified of this group. Um,
Yeah,
it really feels weak.
well, we can learn our lesson, right? We watched last game the middle group die, so
That's true. So because of that, I want to spend a move in the center. Um, yeah, I want to spend a move in the center. Something like K9. Something like jumping K9.
Mhm.
The other option I would assume is
Oh,
some strong move against these three stones. And what do we see? Okay. K8. So instead of one space jump, we play this knight's move. Oh, that's so nice. Actually, I like that. I like that.
mhm,
It has the similar meaning behind this move where you want to take care of your group, but this
mhm.
knight's move takes care of your group in a way that has more interaction with blackstones. So generally, if you want to play a move that does something, you want to play the move that does something the best. And
I love
this
it.
one just kind of takes care of group. This one takes care of group while also putting a little bit of pressure on black. So seems better. Um,
Heck yeah,
that was
white.
nice.
I will come out as a Remi fan. Remi joined the Badu House, and so I am kind of rooting for white here. But yeah, I like that move a lot.
Oh, is he living there now? Like as we speak, or
Well, he's in DC as we
well,
speak, right?
yeah,
Him and Eric Yoder were they were living here with us, which was tight because obviously a lot of the players, we got to live with these ultra strong people and get our butts kicked by them and learn. But yeah, Remy came in kind of late though. He was originally trying to do. Get a job for whatever reason. Remy like wanted income and like a career, but luckily I convinced him to throw away all his goals and join the Body Council. So, son, if you could just follow suit, that'd be great.
he wanted a career and a job and all that bullshit. Gotta
Oh,
throw
that's
that away.
garbage. Yeah. So,
Oh
but I
my
think
god.
when Remy basically decided he wanted to become, go for the pro, he's like, all
Yeah.
right, well, like time to intensively train. So he came out, he was training with
Okay.
Eric, he was playing a lot of online games. Obviously, no one here can really give him a match, but it was a good environment. I'm feeding these guys like PB and J's every day, like nonstop
The
PB and
ultimate go
J's,
food.
the ultimate go food. So like, it's pretty good nutrition here. So yeah, Remy came and got strong at the body house. But so yeah, I'm rooting for Remy. That's the situation.
And if he wins, it's because of the Buttock House, right?
Correct.
Because of the
Yeah,
Buttock House training made a pro. There it is.
yeah. And Tanjay's here too. Tanjay and Eric obviously
Yeah,
playing with Remy, and so that's the secret. Any wins they claim definitely
sure.
body house has to claim. Yeah.
Awesome.
All
And
right.
Eric's also playing in the tournament and not doing too bad so far.
No,
Um,
Eric's doing well. Eric won his first game against Val. It was pretty exciting, and then played Kevin Yang, the absolute monster,
yeah.
yesterday. And of course, Kevin's a machine.
Mhm.
But looking at the AI graph, we reviewed it on stream, and Eric actually pulled it back, absolutely bamboozled Kevin, saved a group that had no business being saved.
Oh,
Uh, but then again, Kevin's a machine, so
yeah.
just end gamed the shit out of Eric, and that was that. So
Yeah, I heard it was a good game. Heard it was a good game.
you watched that one or
No, I just people in chat were saying it's exciting, so
yeah,
I'll have to
super
look at it
exciting.
later. Um, okay, but anyway, yeah, Black descended at age 2. We were talking about this move earlier, and
Right.
Black's going for it now, just to put pressure on these 3 stones. White's gonna have to answer and bring them out. Oh, and he did play the. Okay, he did play N3. I thought N3 didn't work because of Peep. Let me look at that again.
No, I think you're right. I think it doesn't work, but I mean maybe White can give the 2 stones, right? Just live underneath, get some points, and then the 2 stones aren't too critical. Like, because what are those 2 stones doing? They're maybe killing the Black's center group, but at this point, White can't kill the Black center group, so White doesn't need to focus on it too hard.
Yeah, I think. Okay, Black just jumps out. I guess it's not working. I'm a little confused. I guess the problem is ultimately here we would have to go back and fix, and then White could just connect back under. So making these exchanges are just bad at the end of the day. Anyways, Black goes out into the center.
Right.
This is
Right.
yeah, good move. Um, it's kind of the vital point between Black's group and White's group. So playing there makes a lot of sense. Yeah, looks good.
Mhm.
Still, I feel like
By the
White.
way, son,
What's
son,
up?
if I give like garbage commentary, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is exactly what's going on, and feel free to just tell me like, no, Devin, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I won't be offended. This is not the kind of stream where it's
No,
like, oh yeah, you got to tell me I'm right.
I don't know. The problem is like I'm so unconfident in my own ability to know what's going on that like you're probably right. Like I am not good at knowing what's going on most of the time. I'm so bad at it.
Okay, well, good. We'll figure it out together then, and chat will help
Yeah.
us. So we got chat, so we're safe.
Like most Saturdays, at least before this summer, me and Telegraph, who is playing in this tournament, by the way, we would always do
Telegraph.
we would always do game reviews, and I would never know what the heck is going on, like ever. So I'm not exactly an expert at knowing what's going on. It's probably my biggest weakness. Hardest part of Go. Um,
All right,
oh my
sorry to
god.
distract. Let's keep going. What
Oh, it's
happens
good. It's
next?
good. Attach. Okay. Yeah, white wants to get stronger. So attaching is generally a good way of doing that. It doesn't really care about black getting stronger. Okay. Hane on the outside? Ignore. Okay. Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, putting some more pressure down there.
Huh. Pretty nice move. Not just my habit is to, when your opponent attaches, I always want to answer it immediately. But
Right.
you don't have to do that. You can look for exchanges to make. You don't always have to answer your opponent. So some nice, that's nice.
I
Pushing
mean,
here
Black probably
isn't.
will want the wrap later, but yeah, maybe they can get something um, juicier at this moment.
Yeah, we're gonna make an exchange here, get a little bit of strength, and then maybe do something stronger than what was possible before. Yeah, maybe like Hane extend, or I don't think cutting's possible. Okay, white answers. What are we doing? Okay, no, we're doing stuff. Okay, okay, okay. Well, yeah, don't know what's going. Okay, Hane and Hane
Yeah, you called it,
and
Harry Blob.
connect.
You called it.
Um, the Blob is in chat. Yeah, you should get him on this. Get him on the stream. He'd be
Sure.
a
Yeah,
great
yeah, yeah. Blob, hit me
commentator.
up. Hit me up. Hit me up.
What's going on, Harry Blob?
Um,
Hey, man. Um, 04 looks super slack. 04. Really? I thought it made sense with what Black was doing. Black's just trying to gain a little bit of strength, um, here, so he can answer strongly in the center. Although, for sure had to P3. Oh, really? I'll extend. For sure had to P3. So, what are we worried about? What are we worried about? I mean, this weakness is really important. This cutting point. I think being scared of that's not unreasonable. And what do we do? Do we just cut right away? Is that too soon? Cutting right away. I would want to cut if Black extended against me. I would cut right away. Does that mean I'm hasty? Maybe. But the bottom group's fine for the time being, and
Right.
Black's not fine for the time being.
Right.
So
yeah,
what do
I'm
we do?
loving white right now. This is feeling good.
Somehow like that, and I don't know. It looks like something bad's gonna happen to Black. What do we even do? Not even sure what we do. It looks bad. 04 just casually N6. Yeah, if N6, then
Let white take the bottom and then just get out and don't die. I don't know.
that seems isn't that worse than the game variation?
For sure. Oh wait, the game isn't that. Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, the game is in the game. Black connected and white extended. It's definitely possible to extend here, but again, cut seems important. B lives in the corner. Ah, okay, I gotcha. B lives in the corner. Oh, you're right. Okay, you know what? The chat is omniscient as usual. Very true. I didn't even consider that. That's a big problem. That is important. That'd
be awesome. That's not what happened though, right? That would have been much better for Black.
So maybe white has something better to do.
Ooh, breaking news! We got some results here.
Okay.
Kevin and Qiyou Wu and Nate won their games.
Oh, Telegraph won!
Telegraph
He's in
won.
the running still. Oh, nice. Yo, nice, man. That's huge. Representing Twitch Go.
Yeah, although that doesn't probably mean Eric Yoder lost which is sad for me. Sad
Feels
for me,
bad, man.
but feels bad. That's okay. That's okay. They can't all win. They can't all win.
That's true. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay. At the end of the day, though, whenever black connects, it's definitely simple. It's definitely simple and straightforward.
Yep.
I think white would have 4 and 6 and Okay. Well, anyway, we'll move on. See what else happened. There's a lot of moves left on the board. Black ended up Haneing, so yeah, the original idea is still the same. We want to get some strength in Hane and be able to extend, and not worry about this cut too much. So, still, we're putting pressure on white, and it's not like white is happy here in the center. A move like L11, like if white were to Tanuki and just do something random, which wouldn't be good right now. I don't know, something like that. If black were to cover in the corner, we might really be dying. At the very least, very unhappy. So white probably needs to he Tanuki'd. I'm an idiot. I'm horrible at the game, and he Tanuki'd. Okay. Exactly what I said was bad is good. Okay. So Remi, really?
Oh, dude, they're breaking our brains. I love it. I love it. It's just strong. It's not your bad. It's that these guys are so OP, like, so powerful. Like, yeah, they read 9 million moves deep, and we can only read, probably 8 million. It's not quite enough, I feel you there.
I'd love to play Remi one day. I'd love to play.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what? Okay. So this move feels like it's aiming at the cut. Sure, man. Feels like it's aiming at the cut. I don't exactly see what we're doing there. Like, still, if I'm black, I want to cover in the center, and that's what he did. See, okay, hey, me and Alex know what's going on. So my variation happens. That makes me feel not completely incompetent. White center will not die, I guess. White center probably won't die, but it will definitely get bullied. To say it won't get bullied is definitely, true. This does hurt Q16 a lot. Yeah. Very, very true. Threatens N8 cut, I guess. N8. Yeah, but the problem... So, I assume if cut, we would literally just push forever. And if... Here... Hane? And if here, we just keep pushing forever. And eventually white would come back and capture to somehow, something like that. It doesn't feel good for white to cut because of just pushing. And like I think it was a way to play in chat said, the 3 stones at the top right are also kind of big picture important. So playing another move like, I'm not sure exactly what we do. I don't know. We attack the 3 stones, get a huge area on the upper side. Definitely possible. I don't think the cut's particularly important right now, but I'm not sure what is at the same. Like, if we play Q6, we have an idea. So maybe clamp. No, maybe peep. Doesn't really look good. Yeah, cut's straightforward. All right, let's see what he does. Maybe attach in the center, maybe jump in the center. I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're going anywhere though. P12. P12. Oh, right now. So right now we just ignore the center. But isn't this important? So P12 is a move that takes care of the 3 at the top right. Fairly a normal running move with this, but to me the center feels critical.
Right.
White needs something more clever than direct N8 cut. Agreed. N7. N7, I thought of that. It doesn't look working though after disconnect. I don't see how you can follow up to do anything like cutting, so I know that. I mean, eventually you're asking how to deal with the yeah. Later P12 is a very good move to play. Yeah, that's true. Okay, well let's see what white does. I'm curious. Okay. So rather than just jumping out or attaching, we're going to peep at a weakness to bring ourselves out. So black will answer. And knight smooth. Then attach. Okay. Very little direct dodgy for white since L5 is Sente. Since L5 is Sente, yeah. L5 being Sente seems very important. It's part. I guess that's also part of why black is a lot stronger. Looks like an AI move. The peeping. To me, when I see the peep, it feels like we have a direction where we want to go. Isn't there a draw tool I can use? Tool. We want to go out to the center. I found it.
Okay.
We want to go out to the center of this direction with our white group. We want to run it out. And we just want to go out in a way that uses black's weaknesses. So we just peep.
Simple.
It makes sense. As opposed to something like just jumping.
Right.
Maybe AI looking, but to my eyes, it looks just like a natural way of coming out while also using black's weaknesses. And after white attaches, I think Hane on top makes sense. So black does. Feels natural as a way to, again, keep pressuring white. And I think we're still aiming at the 3 stones. It's getting strength in the center. Just connect. White extends. Or is there something better we can do?
Dude, Atari, anyone, totally understand. I totally agree with you there. It almost feels like the AI kind of marker is like a kind of like BC80 moment, right? Like before AI and after AI,
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally game changing.
Definitely. I mean, we're seeing a lot of the AI influence in this game as well with the 3-3s and the Shusaki diagonal. It's like every game now.
The Shusaki, you call it the Shusaki diagonal?
Isn't that what it is? Playing E16 early in the game?
Shusaku?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
Actually, I love the way you say everything. So I thought you were just being.
All right.
All right, Devin. Betrayed by your fellow commentator. I'm sorry.
He tanuked. That's fast. So, yeah, I was wondering how black would play in the center. And Alex is smart, right? He knows when to tanuki, and he's tanukiing now. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you 6 right now, it's a little slow, right?
Yeah, and black can't kill white, so like why fix because you're not doing anything. And then tanuki, put those pressure on those white stones, and maybe get to eat them. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And solidify, I guess, black's top. Like if black tanuki's up there, kind of giving some strength to the top, right?
Oh no! I jumped ahead. Spoiling.
Oh, no, spoilers.
But I also think it's kind of Hante to fix. So, anyways, white cuts right away, which makes sense. It's a big weakness and a big thing. And then plays over here. Oh, okay. Okay, I really like this move. This again, when I was just talking about this game before I joined your stream, I mentioned that I've seen this in some top pro games. This G15 peep, in very similar shapes. You see this type of thing a lot. This G15 peep. This is a really nice move. We're threatening to play E15, while simultaneously, the ladder at K13, and what else is it doing? I don't know. I think that's a nice move. It feels nice.
I mean, it feels nice. Yeah, and it looks like super kind of high level.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously these people, big brains, giant brains, playing on the 5th line. No, wait, is that even higher? Yeah.
Yeah, fifth line peep.
Right.
And we're really aiming at this entire black group's weakness. It's not completely connected to the corner, so obviously black needs to take care of that. We can't die. So how do you answer? Do you kick? Oh, you diagonal. Okay. So after black, then we'll go back to the center with knight's move. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. And I assume black will either extend or Atari. Answering center. I'm wrong. Very wrong.
Always, impossibly right.
Was that important? Ooh, so if we had, let's say we had answered over here, and then white got this move. I guess black's entire group here has some pressure. Maybe you'd even have to answer in the corner. Huh. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I'm not really sure about that one. What do you guys think, chat?
Right. Go Press is actually helping me understand you a little bit better. I didn't really think about it, son, but it's a huge, big brain point. You're just doing the plural. The plural of Shusaku.
Wait, what did I say? Wait, what did I say? Did I not? I said Shusaku, right?
Yeah. Of course you did. Yeah.
Is it? Wait. What did I say?
You said Shusaki.
Wait,
the
did
long
I
lost
actually? Wait, did I
cousin
say
of
that? Wait, did I say
Joe Saki.
Juice. Wait.
It's Josaku.
Shusaki. I didn't say that, and you're not allowed to clip it. Wait, Devin, can you turn clips off? Delete the VOD.
Wait,
Yeah, I did not say that. It's wrong. I say everything perfectly.
Oh, Battle Forge, higher the line, higher the IQ, 100%. Yeah,
Also,
I mean that's why I think they're kind of. I think they're racing the Tengen. I think honestly, whoever plays Tengen first might win this game. Is where I'm leaning, because it's pretty close game.
I really think black should get Tengen in. As you guys know, with the AGA rule set, whoever holds Tengen actually gets a 10-point bonus in the endgame counting. It's a nice little rule we have to make the game more even. So Tengen's a pretty important point in a North American Go. So
Yeah,
it's definitely a big. That's why we're all fighting in the center. Right? It's a very important key, and it matters a lot.
Center side corner, right? Center side corner.
Exactly, classic proverb and
classic.
Yeah, Tengen's very important.
Also, hey, update. I did say, oh man, that means Eric Yoder lost. Not true. Eric Yoder is still playing Guangzhou. We don't know the result there. Yeah. But.
All right. Well, I'm rooting for Eric. I met him. I've known him for a few years. I remember I met him at my very first Go Congress. So I guess he's a friend. I hope he wins.
Good. Well, I heard earlier telling that you got scammed.
I didn't want to say. Yeah. I hope he loses, man. His books suck. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that?
You can say whatever you want. I think. Go ahead. Yeah. I'll say something.
It's not a lie. I mean, it's factual. I bought one of his books. I thought, oh wow, he has this book here. Rethink an opening strategy. Dude, this book is like as thick as a fingernail. Not only that, is like every other page is blank. Every other page is blank. What is that?
I wonder if that's one of his early books. I have some of his other books. I do like them. I have to go find them. Maybe I'll put them on stream. But that book there, scammed.
It was $15, man. It was $15. It is like this tiny ass book. I'm like, man, your 50-page book that has like a blank page every other page. I felt so bad. So I hope he loses. And I kind of feel bad to say that on stream, but a little bit drama is always good. So yeah, I hope.
Right. We got to give the intrigue. The player kind of like here's the situation. I'm having one of my peeps go grab me one of his other books though. Kind of redeem him a little bit, but
okay, good.
Battle Forge. Those pages aren't blank. Only $9 can read them.
You have to use your third eye.
You're just not strong enough. Yeah.
You can't
I
read them
love it.
unless you get it. I like that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I don't know. This is funny.
Totally.
Anyways,
No, that's legit. Actually, he was a teacher at the Burning Board Go Camp.
okay,
Super great lectures. I brought I brought a 30Q in my group, like a brand new player,
sure.
and she was like kind of able to follow along because his lecture style was both high level but also so clear and full of like stories that she felt like she kind of processed. So these are the books I have
Thanks.
by him.
Okay.
So I got Master Play, the style of Gosagen, another Master Play here,
Okay, that looks like a solid book.
Chochikun and Katani Minoru.
Sure.
And then we got Master Play, Takamiya, and Kato, Kato
Masao.
Masao, and
Yeah.
Masao. Thank you. So it's my turn to make mistakes. But yeah, so these books are good. They're kind of thin like yours, but they do have 2 pages.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
I
That's
know.
huge. That's a huge
So
improvement.
yeah. But whatever book you had, man, yeah, I mean definitely definitely scammed. So
Okay, well, good to know what that was, which meant. Yeah, I've heard he's a really good lecturer and stuff. Um, so
yeah.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Anyways, back to the game. Back to the game.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. Sorry.
That's not the game. Black answer to the top.
Intrigue.
Getting some points, taking care of his group, still pressuring white, and then white answered in the center, which was the other big place locally. So honestly, if I'm being completely honest, this looks like really nicely, like really well played for white. Because if we go back to how this attack started,
Yeah.
when white went here, black like white looks really weak, and it feels like black should have a really nice opportunity to attack this and gain some thickness and strength. On the other hand, white utilized black's weaknesses on the left side with, I think, G11 was great, and
Mhm.
G15 was great, and together managed to get a really strong position in the center. Of course, black did Tanuki to O17, so now we're going to see how black attacks the top right, I'm assuming, at the next step here. But at the same time, whenever white gets L13 and L12, these are also going to be like a support to the white 3 stones. So, yeah, it feels like a really big success for white. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Um,
Apparently, it's kind of even-ish according to the score analyzer. Yeah, there you go. Oh no,
estimate.
White's ahead here. Oh wow, huge lead actually.
Yeah, it gives. So the score estimator on OGS gives white a 16-point lead, which is a little surprising, but at the same time, I really feel like white got a really great result here whenever it shouldn't have been as good as it is. This Tanuki definitely feels not as good as what white got in the center.
Yeah.
So white went from a weak group to a strong group, right?
Right.
Um, yeah, so that was really, I mean, that was excellently played by white. Looks quite over white as so many points. All right, so that's what GoPrince says. That's probably true.
Anything can
Yeah.
happen though. I don't know. In these games, literally,
Hmm.
Eric was just getting decimated. 30 points behind against Kevin Yang. Like game over.
Hmm.
Like just resign, Eric. What are you doing? Came back, got ahead like 15 points. Right. Like snuck out an absolute, Tsuge master. Right. And then it's like, what are you doing? Right. And then lost
Hmm.
the lost it in endgame. So, yeah, anything can happen. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's so true. But yeah, if I had to like find one point that to me looks like the mistake,
Mhm.
um, I think you should connect here. I think that's Hante, and I think that's a strong move. I think that would be good, but I could be wrong. Anyways, let's so whenever white extended, black played this knight's move from his group, and then white finally starts taking care of the top right, which is really important. We can't if white dies with this, then black would win. So we can't do that. White played R14 extend. This is a pretty normal um, answer to attach, or it's the move you should play in most cases. The only other move to this one would be R15, which maybe is not making as much sense now. Let's see how white answers this. There. So probably R18 Hane? No. Okay. Peeping. Okay. Excuse me. I think yeah, O16 push. That's what he does. Hane and cut. Exactly. So I'm not sure what White's plan is here.
CQ,
Tari?
Remy is French Canadian, so he's both a North American and a European.
That's true. I'm pretty sure when he plays on Fox he has a French flag. That's I'm definitely familiar with that.
Yeah.
Um so if black Ataris, we can see oh well black
Ooh,
Ataris and then
yeah.
white counter Ataris. So white cannot connect due
No,
to a nice little thing here where the white stones get captured, so be aware of that. Um White counter Ataris, black will capture. And my assumption here is we're going to Atari and play some kind of ko. Oh no, we just Atari.
hmm.
White connects. Oh, okay. So if white wanted to try to connect to the center, you kind of can't do that.
Yeah, this doesn't look good for
That's a
white.
problem. So, huh. This looks really bad for white, doesn't it? So this original plan, starting from this peep, is kind of a one-way variation in a way, where once black pushes, there's nothing else to really do besides Hane. You have to cut. You have to Atari, you have to push, right? If you connect, you just get cut off and you're doing nothing. So all these moves seem forced in a way.
Yep.
Cut, Atari, connect. That's not the game. And here,
No way.
and white pushed. So
Yeah. White has to find another way to solve their issues, maybe, and like, because yeah, I'm worried about the cut right by black. It'd be too big.
yeah, so our 13 is pretty good though as well. We're threatening the corner.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Um, but
Uh,
so we can't cut at S15, but we can try to Hane at R. Well, let's just throw a move for black. Let's see what black plays. Black fixed the corner. So
right.
yeah,
Yeah. Black.
if black didn't, then we would Hane. If Hane back, then cutting is probably the idea.
That'd be cool. And it feels like black fixed in a way that took away kind of some liberties from white, right?
Yeah,
Looking to keep white on the, you know, in a tough position. Although
yeah,
it feels hard to kill white here, right? Because white can just run away.
that's true. That's true.
But I like the protect by black. Protect the corner.
All right, then white has to play a defensive move. An extend. I wasn't sure what white would play, so I didn't say any move. Um, yeah, extending's good. Uh,
Are you
so
looking at that? Okay. Yeah.
if black, yeah, I was looking at P13, and generally you would want to sacrifice with
Hmm.
this type of move, but we can't really be doing that because then the three stones die on the upper side. They get
Right.
separated. So in this case, this type of move probably isn't working. That means when black Atari's here, we would have to connect and then have a way to capture
Hmm.
these cutting stones, which
Right.
is working right now. Or no, it's not. Oh.
Ladders are hard.
So I wonder. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can do this. Actually, I changed my mind. This way, we sacrifice the three stones, and
Yeah.
then we pressure this entire black group,
Ooh.
which is
Oh
which is a
yeah.
possibility.
I love that.
So maybe something like that could happen. So we have to remember that black's also weak. I'm not sure exactly what they'll do though. Chad, any
I like
ideas?
Go Prince. Go Prince is saying a little sus for white, and I think Go Prince and somebody else earlier was saying, "Oh yeah, white's got this in the bag." So see, you think it's
Exactly.
one way,
Exactly.
then maybe not.
You never know.
You never
And
know.
but black did answer white's
Okay.
threat of capturing the one stone. So I'm sure right now you don't really have time to fix L14. So you just
Right.
let that be there. Um, which also means black has more strength because of this. In case we play a move from white's group. Where to play? Where do you play? Q9.
Right. I think white's going for your idea. One, get out, and two, put pressure on black. Right. So
Hmm. I think, well,
also,
after black gets this, it's a lot harder to pressure. Now we can, in any one move, just connect back when we play
oh wow,
L14. So we're a lot less
right,
weak because in one move we're just safe.
okay,
But
okay,
if white goes back and fixes this problem, then
right.
we can be in trouble. So, oh, this
So
is
future pressure.
yeah. Okay, well let's see. Black honeys. Mm, honey back. Huh. Okay, honey back and double. Whoops, sorry about that. Double honey.
Double honey. Ooh, all the way across the sky. I feel like it's the right move for black, but I don't think white dies. I mean, like white is going to has some options for kind of getting out here, but
Do we?
do we?
I'm actually kind of confused because it
Are
looks
we dead?
really problematic for white.
Ah.
So white just
Oh.
sacrifices. Yeah. Okay. I was
Oh
wondering what we
shoot.
do. Let's see. Okay. White Ataris and
Yeah, white takes your
Ataris
plan. White takes your plan. White goes for the kill.
might have to. We have to
Yeah,
give up
boom. Ditch him.
the 2 stones, which
Ditch him.
ultimately the 3 stones are captured. And let's see if white. I think white has to then fix this
Yeah, yeah.
problem.
Yeah, you're right. Right. That's exactly what you said.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Dude, 2000 IQ right now. That's insane.
also, this variation is a lot better of a sacrifice than whatever I was showing earlier, because we have this Panuki in really, really strong shape. Wait,
Yeah.
like this is a
Yeah.
real attack. Before is kind of suspicious of what we were doing, but now it's a really strong attack, and
Right.
if I think it looks like a problem. I'd be scared as black.
And I mean, look at White's right side. I mean, White's kind of just manifested a bunch of points in like
Yeah,
semi sente. You know.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
definitely territory on the right
right.
side.
Yeah.
Um, so he blocks. White has to block. That makes sense. And then black makes his Sente exchange. We were talking about that earlier. So he
Mm-hmm.
makes it now. Sure, you have to. And how do we live? Little Sumego. A, li- a little Sumego for everybody. Can we live? This is not an easy one at all. Generally, the first thing you want to do is look for a weakness. So,
right.
what weaknesses does white have that we can use to maybe get some eye space or use to get some shape? Uh, Peeping at P5 could be a thing. Maybe even K7
Hmm.
is something you
But
might
are
want to
those
look at.
even weak? I mean, I feel like White's so strong on all sides now. Your point's correct. Obviously, that yeah, like try to poke a weakness to live. That's definitely the
Yeah.
best way. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like White could almost ignore, you know, um, anything if they wanted to. But White doesn't even need to. I mean, I think White's kind of in a good situation here, no matter what. Even if Black lives, White's doing good.
Yeah, I no, you're right. Um, so I want maybe we play P5. P5 seems like a real Sente move that we have.
What about the other people?
Oh no, bro,
Oh,
you're right actually. The peep,
I
but
cheated. I looked ahead.
yeah.
I'm not actually stronger than you, son. Don't worry.
No, it's a good point. So with this one, I guess the problem is if we just push, and then you know
Right.
what? That does look not good. So we block here. Um,
But I feel like White's
sorry, God, I
gonna
keep clicking
push no matter what. Either peep, White's gonna push there.
push, and yeah, we're getting some eye space. We have an eye here. It actually looks. Are we live? Block, and I guess we're alive. We have too much eye space. So if we just play all the basic, let's just say for example, I don't even know this like just all the reducing moves. We have too much room
Right. Yeah.
um, for white to be able to kill it. The eye space is too big.
Yeah.
If you just reduce simply from the outside. The other way would be to play some inside move, and it doesn't look
Right.
like there is. So there's no inside Tsuji that just kills everything.
The
No way
shape,
to
yeah,
reach
the
the
shape
outside.
feels very blobby, right? So Black probably has two eyes in there for sure. Which is, I guess, good for black. The black's not dead, but chat's kind of mentioning, good point, like L5 was a bad exchange, to that end.
So yeah, we never we never needed to make that, and we could always hold it. So
Yeah.
I can definitely understand the psychology of, though, being like, okay, I want to have this on the board so everything's clear, right?
Right.
Yeah. It does make sense that making this exchange right now is bad because you can have it whenever you want.
Right.
But that's fair. That's fair. But honestly though, personally, it's the type of move I would play just so I could see the position better and feel more confident at being able to play it. Anyways, white pushed, I guess, recognized that black was fine, and then Tanuki to the top left, another really big point. In the meantime, white sacrificed the 3 stones at the top and got a really solid position on the right and gained, like, how many points is this? 6 times 3. Yeah, that's too hard. So he got a few points, 18. And, yeah, I don't know, Senta.
Yep. Yeah.
If we did a count now, black only has the... Oh, what's up?
I had the exact thought. Like, yeah, like counting now, like just, yeah, what's even the situation?
Yeah, like black has, the life in the center, a very, a life on the side. So these are all small points. And then maybe has a lot at the top, but white has a lot on the bottom right, a lot on the left. Let's count it. Let me see. Oh, I saw the EGF streams. They whenever they were counting the score, they wrote it on the board. Let me do that. That was actually cool.
Ooh.
Let me see.
Yeah, yeah, that's super smart.
So 1, 2.
EGF knows what's up. They're a bunch of cool guys over there. I think we're supposed to be rivals because I'm in a different continent, but I like everyone. So.
True. And also, they had pros commentating their games, which is just a different level. You should recognize that.
Right.
So I think about 35 on the right. Is it bad to say 7 points in the center? Maybe 7, maybe 5.
It might be like 6.9 points. 6.9, I think.
35, 6 points. Okay.
I'm estimating, just
15 plus Komi. So what does that add up to? 57, Komi 62. Oh, and the bottom right, I forgot about that. 70 points. So it was like 70 points, maybe.
Cool.
Then black has...
Is Remi playing with fire? Jean Seville? It feels like Remi's happy. Remi's solid, but maybe not.
I don't know, like 70 to 65 point-wise. Oh, and the numbers keep going away because we're updating the game live. So that's what that is. But yeah, it's definitely white's leading. My count's also probably wrong. I'm not very good at counting.
All right, let's cheat and do score estimator. Let's be lazy. Yeah, but I like that we tried to count for real. So
I am so freaking smart. White by 5.8. So I would just like to say it was a good count. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
White by 5.8. Very nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I just heard from Jay, Remi's in his last Byo-Yomi.
Oh.
I know. Oh. Absolutely insane.
Well, the game should be pretty simple from here on out for him.
Maybe, though. I mean, but you're only up by 5, and you're in your last Byo-Yomi.
Yeah. It's a 60-second Byo-Yomi, though, so hopefully that can be good
That's
news.
True.
But yeah,
That's
okay.
True.
Black's going to fight really hard, so losable. It's losable.
Losable.
This looks like a really sharp move.
Holy cow.
Really annoying.
Wow. I'm actually really excited. It's that close. I'm kind of messed up. Because I really want Remi to win. I mean, no offense to other guy.
True.
No offense to black. But.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Do you know the...
Alex?
Oh, it's Alex. I like Alex, actually.
I don't know him. I've never really talked to him, but I've seen him at tournaments, and
Yeah.
I I think
Yeah.
I've played him when we were Q players. I'm not exactly sure if we did. I might be misremembering that, but I've seen him at tournaments a
Right.
bunch because I think he's an East Coast player. I'm not entirely sure, but
Yeah, he is. I think he's New York, and then but he came out to my tournament that you were at too, right?
yeah,
You guys
he
didn't
was
play?
there. We did not play.
No, he
Um,
was too busy winning. He was like,
he was too busy winning everything.
yeah.
True.
Soren bamboozled you, and so you didn't have a chance to go play Alex, right? But
True. That's true.
uh, yeah, but Alex he's young too, isn't he? Like 14 or something?
He is a child prodigy. Okay,
Child prodigy.
maybe that's a little too much, but he's definitely like young and really good, and he's gotten
Yeah,
really good in recent years. Like a lot of really fast improvements. So I think this will be like a really good experience for him. He's probably going to be one of like the next really strong amateur players in the U.S. if he keeps playing. If
for
he keeps like
sure.
playing over the next few years. So, anyways, Black played a really sharp move. I'm not sure how White should answer this. We're threatening this cut here at G14, and yeah, it's really good. Let's see what he does. Bumping on the right, extending up. We have to fix this cut.
Yeah.
So he does, and we jump back. And I'm assuming we save this stone, although maybe that's not big enough.
That's
Maybe
pretty
something
big.
like L17 or C18 could be bigger. It's still endgame, so
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
we can look around the
Yeah.
whole board and look for a big move to play. What's that?
No, I mean, I think that's right. Yeah, we're like, what's the biggest move? And this is my weakest part, finding
Mm,
the like I'm good at attacking. Like I like if I see blood, I'm like all about it. Like right, go for the
yeah.
kill, do something exciting. But yeah, once that's gone, calculating the primo end game is tough.
Yeah, I think what's important is to be able to like step back and just look at everything, which is really hard to do. Um,
Right.
Honestly, right now I'm looking at C18 as a really big move. Let's see what White does. Oh, okay. Oh,
White's looking for blood.
didn't forget about this group. So makes an exchange. It shouldn't be doing anything though. It might be a time move because we did mention that he's in his last Qiyou.
You're right. You're
So
right. You're right.
this might just be a Sante move. That's not probably not a bad exchange. Probably doesn't lose anything. Maybe. Oh no, he goes in. Okay, and pushes Hane. So this shouldn't be anything.
Right. I think. I mean, I don't know if it's true. Like, it feels like White's trying to like cheese out, some sort of like bad result for Black, and
Hmm.
then play away. But I don't think it's possible, right?
Maybe looking for a Seki.
Ooh,
Um,
White plays away.
and I think he got it. It looks like a Seki.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's that's big. If that's a Seki, that's huge.
Okay, so that
The score
yeah.
estimator says that White's even with Black now,
Oh
point
no.
five. So I know, I
Did we
know.
lose point? So maybe this was losing points then.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. If it's a Seki, like if it ends up a Seki, obviously not losing points. But if it's not a Seki, then White's just giving 3 points to Black.
okay. So I think the problem is this move. So if black goes here, and oh, excuse me, and you block here, it's not a Seki. It's just alive because white would have to turn. And I think if white goes here, it should be a Seki.
Hmm.
So, and I want to check with chat to make sure I'm thinking of that correctly. So we
Manon,
need
help us.
K7 to make that Seki. Is that right? Um,
I don't see it. I don't see it.
S11 big for white. Yeah, S11 is big on the right. K7 is white Sente though.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. K7 is correct. All right, awesome. So I'm not losing my mind. Yeah, okay. Then that's surprising if it's Sente. Then why not play it? Is there a reason we don't? So white Tanuki'd up to the top. If black plays here, isn't that a problem? Maybe we go here. Anyways, well, we'll ignore that for the time being. Okay, knowing that
Yeah,
it should be a Seki then. It should be a Seki.
maybe both players don't see it because if that's the Seki, I mean, it's huge. I guess though, if it's Seki in Gote
Oh,
and then Black takes the top.
thank you. I got lied to. Yeah. It's not Sente. It's not Sente.
Okay.
Of course, I misread that. When I saw that in chat, I misread it. So White can push an Atari, but this doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
So I
Gotcha.
apologize for that. So yeah, K7 is not Sente. Yeah.
Right. Oh, and Interfix is saying like White destroyed all of Black's code threads, 100% of them. That's what I'm reading. Just to quote Interfix word for word, which is good because maybe a co could occur. You know, that'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? If a co randomly occurred, that'd be insane.
Okay, so
P.S. I'm foreshadowing.
we're losing some code threads, maybe a little bit of Ajikashi by playing this variation out. Okay.
Oh, White destroyed their own code threads. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So in any case, White attaches the. This is not. That's not it. Attaches the top, and Black Hanes. White wedges. Black Atari connects. I'm assuming. Oh, okay. That's a better way. Much better. Atari's and captures this stone, and then White can break the upper side. That's nice. Oh, and Black does not just connect and let White capture. We play Ko.
Yay! Ko.
Yeah. He is fighting back resiliently and being very stubborn, which is nice.
Yeah.
Take, and of course we just burned through a bunch of code threats, which is funny. So Black plays one, we take. White plays a code threat, we take. Code threat, we take. Also, his code threats are not losing anything, which is nice.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
Okay, answers. Take. Atari, take. Code threat, we take. So far it's just a Ko. All these are just straightforward. I don't know if I'm going a little too fast, but these are just big moves we have to answer. Okay, this one. Black played A4. That's a little confusing.
Yeah, what's the goal there?
I guess if White plays A2, it'll successfully be a code threat. And if White captures, let's see what they do. If White captures, Black captures.
Always capture first, right?
Yeah. Takes. So I think the problem was if when Black takes, and then White plays some other code threat, which I'm not sure we even have any, to be completely fair. Yeah, I guess we don't even have a code threat. So what do we do? Let's play some move. And say, I don't know, Black answers for whatever reason. We had a code threat. Then take back. This is also a code threat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we just ran out of code threats is the real reason.
Right.
So White just took, and that was a big move.
G1, D1 says Go Prince?
No. G1, D1. Oh, I think... Wait.
Over for Black.
Probably some other variation.
Yeah, and I mean, White does feel a little pressure in that bottom left-hand corner, right? So kind of capturing the code and not getting too into it there is good.
Oh, okay. So if let's say White had connected.
Yeah.
So we're saying there's some Aji in the corner.
Yeah.
Life and death. Okay, ignore us. Gotcha. All right. Anyways, the game variation Black took at the bottom left. And also got this K4 move, K7 move, which we were talking about. White captured back. And we're still playing the Ko.
Oh, man. Huh. Well, yeah, but it's Black slightly ahead now by point.
Oh, it's really close, yeah. Right now it's saying at this point White by 1.5. So either way, you're really close. And definitely not the obvious advantage that White had earlier going into this.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, and we're caught up to the game. So what ended up happening was White played on the left, ignoring the Ko. And then black played a big move at k7, also ignoring the ko, and we're still playing it. So
Holy cow!
let me.
What's great is they're in Byoyomi, so we know the moves are coming.
That's right.
They're not
And
allowed to
he
think.
cut. He cut. Remi cut. That looks like it loses a point whenever black answers.
Really, it loses a point for black, or for white?
I think for white it loses a point if before or later white would be able to push here
Oh, you're
and
right.
reduce this area. So
maybe white's planning on ending the ko.
that's possible.
Because it kind of deepens the ko, right?
Mm.
And white's running out of ko threats. So.
Okay. Yeah, black answered and took. So yeah, that seemed like a little bit of a desperate ko threat.
Right.
And maybe claiming that black also doesn't have any ko threat, but he does. Black has e3. Maybe even p3 could be a ko threat. So black has some like normal pushing moves as ko threats right now, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, just to let chat know, so the way it's working this year, we're trying to get 2 North American pros. We're doing the round robin section for the first couple days, and from the round robin, there's 2 brackets. 2 players will emerge victorious from those brackets, and they will show down to pick the top 2. So we'll have kind of like this whittling down of players. So.
Yeah, and I think I can show the bracket if you want.
Yeah, do it.
Do I have it up? I don't. Click this. So oh, it's a little cropped out.
That's okay. I can drop some links that might help too.
Yeah, maybe just drop it in chat and everyone can check out. That'd probably make more sense. Hey guys. There you guys go. Oh, and check out the nicerbutter.club link. Very nice. Also, I should say this while we're at a moment where we can talk.
Yeah.
I want to say a few months ago, I ended up buying some stones off of Bodic.club. I bought some stones in a bowl, some used ones, and they're fantastic. They're great. Great, fast shipping, great quality, great stuff. So if anybody's looking to get some Go equipment, check out Bodic.club. It's the best.
Yeah, I teamed up with Solomon in Colorado, and he's importing super awesome, high quality vintage equipment from Japan. Sometimes refurbishes them himself, and I'm so lucky to be working with him. And then I also sell kind of like a low cost equipment for clubs, like folding boards, so it's really easy to carry. Single convex stone, so you can kind of show new players variations. They're but they have enough weight and there's like enough thickness that like it feels like you're really playing on a good board. It's a little commercial there, but I appreciate you doing the shout out because I am proud of the store. It's not for huge profit. It's really just about like how do we get more Go equipment into the hands of North American players and Europeans. Actually, I mean we serve people all over the world, and Solomon even does like custom stuff. Like people are like, hey, I really wanted this kind of thing. He'll hook you up. So definitely, if you're in the market for Go stuff, either for your club, for a tournament, or for like a nice board, definitely check out the site. Thanks for saying the review. Appreciate it, son. I'm glad you're a happy customer.
That was a pro pitch. That was really solid. I'm impressed. That was a great pitch. Actual salesman. That's good.
Javier is telling me because I was trying to. We're gonna be selling 4x4 Go boards shortly as well, and I was like just like giving a joke pitch, and he's like, "Is it in your blood as an American? Can you just sell things better?" Like what is going on? Yeah. So.
Yeah. It is. So the co ended. I didn't really notice exactly what happened.
Let's go back. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I missed it too.
So black ended up playing a co thread on the right. So he cut. White answered. seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
and maybe even losing a little bit with this reduction on the right, but probably not too much. And then white ended up just playing J13. Um, so I
Huh.
think white is concerned about being dead, which is fair
Oh, yeah.
because so far after K7, we can notice a lack of a definite structure throughout all of these white stones that are kind of connected. And if black were to maybe push here and take, so let's just throw a stone somewhere, push here and falsify this eye, we can kind of see that we're in trouble. We're kind of in trouble.
Holy cow. Yeah. So white
We're kind of
needs
in trouble.
to get out of that situation uh,
But I don't
ASAP.
think we're happy to. I don't think we're happy to play that. He answered and then played a really big move at the top left,
Yeah.
and black's
Yeah.
pushing and
Yeah.
blocking, and that's the game. So what's the score at right now? White by 0.9, still really close.
Wow. Holy
Really close.
cow, dude. These guys are. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, this one might just be a half-point game.
This is yeah. I'm so freaking excited right now. This is insane, and I can't believe White's still winning after losing the co. White managed to get still good big moves, right? Kind of play this nice move at S8 to get rid of some of the move power from Black's reduction potential on the right side,
Mm.
and then beat Black up at C18, kind of ruining some of Black's potential up there. I feel like they're probably. I can't wait to see the AI analysis because they have to be playing like basically blue move after blue move. Either that or they're both blundering after blundering, but like one or the other. I mean, like they're
Maybe plundering after plundering. I don't know. I don't know what the co. I feel like white answering feels really sad, but
yeah,
it's the score stage says it's close, so it's close. Not
yeah,
horrible.
it's
Not
close.
horrible.
I mean, here's something I do though in my games. I play garbage moves, but I literally send like mental energy to my opponent and convince them that my garbage moves are really good, and so they answer, and then it works out. So, one of these players is
Psychological
like,
strategies.
yeah, psychologically dominating the other one. I think is what's happening here. But Black has an exciting move there.
I wonder what he's
Just
doing.
now.
I think white can just block at G10 and it doesn't do
Is Black?
anything.
Yeah, is Black just giving up a point randomly? What's happening here? R8 was fake because Black would die at the top left. What?
Oh, so you guys are saying that earlier when black played the co-threaded R8, white did not need to answer it.
Ooh.
So let's say if white didn't answer this, and
That whole group there also for Black doesn't have two eyes.
if black were to follow up on this, however, then black's gonna die at the upper side, so, something like this.
That would have been nutty if that happened.
All in trouble. Seems possible.
Yeah.
So maybe not the best judgment coming out in this last period of Yoyomi. It's not easy.
Right. Does anyone know if Alex is also in Biyomi? Timeline-wise, they've both been playing for quite a while, so we would assume so.
Yeah,
But
the game started at 9:30. It's been
yeah,
over 3 hours. So
yeah. And hey, son, thanks again for jumping in this chat with me. It's like actually really fun to
no, yeah, it was fun.
do
It's
this.
been a good time.
Yeah. The I think so. We're gonna try to do round two later as well. I know you got stuff later.
Yeah, I can.
I did connect with Harry Blob though.
Oh,
So yeah,
heck
yeah.
yeah! It's better to have him. Actually, he's really good.
Cool. Perfect. I'm
Um,
excited.
yeah, I have to do my schoolwork later. As sad as it is,
No,
never
no,
take
no, no.
summer
Priorities.
classes. Never take summer classes, guys. If you learn anything from this stream, is that you should never take class in the summer. It's never good. Misery. Why are
Misery.
you commenting and not participating? Because I thought I wasn't good enough, and I thought I'm like I'm not good enough. So why should I play? But now I'm regretting it because it looks like so much fun. And if I'm not good enough, then I should just lose. And you know what? I regret it. I should have.
Well, son,
Next time I'm participating.
Yeah, next year do it and we'll cheer you on. It'll be super fun.
Are they having one next year? It's
They
like
better be. If
once every 10 years, apparently.
once every day. Yeah, something like that, something like that. The well, and actually, I don't know though. I mean, I feel like yeah, chat's saying you're an entertainer. I think it's great actually having your behind the screen too. We're somewhat losing out too because Gooplet is there. Gooplet's on site, except for she had work this morning, so she couldn't be game recording. But yeah, they're using her to like game record. They're like, "Hey, top streamer, we need you to sit there behind KGS and just like manually punch in the moves." And I'm like, "What?" So that's sad too. So
That
yeah, you
that
should
does
go.
suck, but I heard something very offensive. I'm an entertainer. I'm a competitor. I'm a competitor in my heart. I'm a winner. Trust me. Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be on the other side of the screen next time you see this. Come on. I'll
Oh
be.
yeah, dude.
I'll never lose another game. Come on. Come on now. You see my pic. You'll see my little pretty face on the bottom of the screen. My amazing Tasuchi on the board.
Honestly, son, I've never seen you lose a game. If I think really hard about it, I've actually never seen you lose a game.
I
So
never lost a
uh,
game. I never lost.
yeah,
I've literally never. I've played like over 100 over the board games and I've never lost.
yeah. So that's like they're kind of lucky you aren't there this year. I mean, it would have been.
That's. Yeah. Oh, now there's. Yeah. I wish I would have. I wish I would have signed up for it too. I wish I would have.
All right. Well, next year you can do it. I think Tanjay is going to try and sign up too, and we'll have a lot of cool people.
So are they?
I know.
Are they doing it next year? You know, for sure, or
No, we don't know anything for sure. And I mean, knowing these guys, they canceled last minute last year, and they didn't do any marketing this year. So like, who knows what's going to happen? But
true.
but if I have any say in it, and I don't, then it'll happen. So.
If only you were the AGA president. If only you won that. Then we'd have
Yeah.
for every year. Come on.
Well, Gurjeet's he's running the National Go Center, and that's for the
He's
holding
awesome.
this year. So he's awesome. Yeah, and definitely, he's making it happen still, which is great. And I think he's a doer too. He's a mover and shaker. So I think Gurjeet's going to make it happen next year. I have confidence.
That's cool.
Yeah, but actually, Andy Okin, current president, he's on the ground there. He's actually also the chair of the NAGF. He's on their board. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think actually we have the will and the way. And then, of course, Hajin Lee was also there yesterday at the opening ceremony, and she's kind of like one of the main pro coordinators through the AGA and on the board of the NAGF. So I don't know. I think we have good players. It just took us. I mean, pandemic sideswiped us all. So I think
Yeah.
we'll probably get our shiz together and keep it up from here on out.
That's cool. That's exciting. I think it's definitely something for players to look forward to and like train
Yeah.
for, which is important for
Right.
for growth of like the whole region and stuff.
Right, we
So
got a lot of strong players in the North America, so like having something they can aim toward is so
yeah,
critical.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right.
anyways, like in the game, it looks like Black's trying to kill White, but I think it doesn't work unless I'm completely misreading.
Is
White can just
Black
play
tossing
G10.
away points?
It
Yeah.
looks like Black's throwing because White plays here unless there's something I don't see, which is always very, very true and possible. So if White blocks,
Yeah.
what does Black do?
Do it. Play the variation. Let's play the variation because I think we want to see white block, right? And then black. And what does black do?
That's the question.
That's okay.
Does this work? Here.
Whoa. Okay, I keep reading that.
In Hane. So the problem is right now we have 2 cuts and Black has 3 liberties. So
Wow.
if White were to cut, we can capture the 2 stones. And of course, if White were to connect, we can capture here. And something died. So if White blocks, it looks like that just happened. So maybe connect is a way for White to back off. But then these die, and then White loses the game on points.
Yeah.
So This seems like a problem. Yeah, so maybe we can't block. Um, let me refresh the screen real quick. Sorry, guys. So we have the main tree. Okay. So instead of blocking, white ended up playing K10, which from the last variation was the vital point, so that can make sense. Um, wait, what? What the? What time Suji? So black played L2 time for time,
Okay.
and
But it's looking really bad for white now. I mean, I'm not seeing how Remi has enough points. Black just stole so many.
did white die? Did white get cut off?
Yeah, and maybe white die, which would be also super sad.
So if black were to connect, and then white were to connect, we have a pretty obvious cutting point here. If I'm not misunderstanding something, maybe shortage of liberties. Okay, so wow. Okay, that's a lot more complicated. So now white can save their 4 stones, which kills this black group locally, but then also black would kill this white group locally, and it could turn into a capturing race if a variation like that happened. But it looks like black dies and white wins that. Could be wrong
Yeah.
though. Okay, so black ended up playing G10, the connection move we were thinking of,
Right.
and now instead of connecting at J8, like I was saying, white immediately goes for L8, and then black cut. So what happened is these stones are dead,
Wow.
or oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. So white has to play M7 next. They do,
Whole board semi.
and then
Wow.
connect. Black has to connect, and it's a capturing race between this big black group and I guess this group on the left.
Holy
We'll,
cow.
we'll see it in a second. They're gonna play it out, which is exciting.
This is so exciting. This is like this is the craziest way a game could end. Dude, I'm so glad that we're watching this live with people. Thank you all for
True.
just being here because it almost just like quietly happened with no one seeing this crazy stuff. This game is insane.
That's yeah. That would have been unfortunate.
Right.
Um, but black has too many liberties. It just can't work. It just
Black
can't work
does.
for white. So
Uh,
even if white were to play and extend their own liberties with G7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties, are you? Oh,
does that work? This new special thing?
actually, oh my wait. Does white have enough? 1, 2, 3. Black
God,
connects.
God.
Then white reduces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties on black's group.
6 versus 5.
And then how many does white have? So if black connects, I'm confused now. Wait, numbers are hard. Yeah. So whenever black connects, he did. Black has 6 liberties, and if
Yeah.
white connects, white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So white can't do a move over here. White
Yeah.
has to start reducing from somewhere. One, two, three,
Yeah, your
four,
move
five.
seems fine.
Yeah, so he'll have 5 next, and then black will play over here. I'm not sure. I think black plays F6 to start, and then starts reducing, and then white loses the capturing race.
White loses, you think?
White loses the capturing race. Oh, he did
You
play it
okay?
though, but it's not
Played it?
enough because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 to 6.
I mean, he probably doesn't have enough, time to even. He has to try
Yeah,
it too. Like White's not going to resign. Like, right? Like White's not going to. Did Black just? What Black do?
huh? Oh, is this really precise? Wow. So instead of white being able to Atari at
Yeah.
M13 later,
Yeah.
white could Atari here, and make a second eye for the group on the top to live.
Yeah.
But with this
Yeah.
one, I think Black's being very, very precise. And Atariing, he reduces his own liberty, but he still wins the capturing race by 1.
Alex is too strong. That's insane. Yeah, Go
So,
Prince. Maybe Remi is just like gotta, you know, because yeah, don't resign in a game as important as this. You don't resign. You just kind of like process it on the board.
oh
Play
yeah,
it
it's
out.
got to be heart wrenching to lose a game whenever you were. It really felt like he had a convincing victory going into like the end game.
Right.
But then Alex really stirred things up with, I think it was the J15 move, and it went from
Yeah.
a 5-point lead that should have been somewhat. I guess not. It wasn't easy to take to the end, but it was a lead, and it always really really hurts to have a lead and then just
Yeah.
everything die and you lose. It just really hurts. So that's got to be really frustrating. I know I'd be really mad, or maybe not mad. I'd just be upset. Um, yeah. M13 is super precise. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it feels bad for Remy, but also like deserved win for Alex. He's really
Yeah.
stubborn and really sharp. Just answer and hope Black fills one more liberty, right? I mean, at this point, you have to just hope he does something so dumb. It's unreal. And yeah, you know what?
Right.
From my experience, it happens all the time. It's entirely possible. Happens to me like every day. Whenever I play, my opponents do something ridiculous.
Our
So,
games, for sure.
oh, did he resign? Because I think it's been more than a minute. It may have resigned.
Yeah.
Pro self, yeah. I mean, pros miss ladders, pros self Atari, so it's not unrealistic to expect something ridiculous to happen at the very end. But it is over for White. Yeah,
Yeah.
resign. Yeah,
Oh, dude, heart-wrenching game. I mean, you said it, and I feel exactly that. Holy cow, that was insane. So insane to watch. Um,
fun.
cool
This is
though.
so fun. I'm so
Fun.
jealous of them,
Fun.
man. I'm mad now. I'm just jealous.
So I
This
didn't even
is
realize
just
what.
fun games.
Yeah, you didn't even realize what you're missing. You're just like, oh yeah, that looks cool, but whatever. And then
Yeah,
now you're like, wait, no.
yeah.
Uh,
Wild game. Yeah, it was a wild game. It was a good game. A good game by both.
and I've updated the site so people know the result. Oh, dude,
Did he
wow.
resign? Is it confirmed that he resigned?
I don't have any confirmation, but yeah, like you said, it's been more, um,
Yeah,
been longer than a minute, so probably happened.
yeah.
So here I'm getting beeps on my phone. No, nothing. Cool. Cool.
All
Cool.
right.
Cool.
Well, that's the end of
Yeah.
the first round then, right?
Yeah. Wrapped up the first round. Next one's gonna happen. People that want to tune in at 2:30, so Eastern time, so about an hour and a half from here. And I'm gonna turn off the stream and then come back in hour and a half. In 2.5 hours, James Sedgwick, president of the CGA, is gonna come on, and he's like a 5 down too, so he'll be able to give some
Oh,
great commentary and also probably talk about some of the players, from some of the Canadian players. Um, and Harry Blob, we're gonna line him up sometime this week, maybe today, who knows? But if other strong players or that want to be in front of a camera, want to get on this stream, let me know. I'm kind of hosting this, but I really just want to have a bunch of cool people watching the games together and talking about it together. So
yeah.
yeah, thank you, Sun, for joining me. I can't. I
Thanks,
kind of
man.
like. I wanted to message you last night, and then I was like, "Oh, there's no way he's gonna stream in the morning. I'll just message him in the morning." And then I wake up and you're streaming. I'm like, "No," and I felt bad because I was like, "All right, do I like literally tell Sun like, hey, stop streaming, come join my stream?" And I was like, "I don't know." But
Honestly,
you
that's
did.
the way to go. Honestly, that's the way to go. You do that, I'm like, all right, sure, yeah, that sounds good to
Dude,
me.
you're so chill. I love that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah.
No, I'm glad. It
Uh,
was a good time. It's fun to watch the games.
Yeah,
Um,
Tom Jade's going to be on camera for sure too, as well. And we're gonna have Albert Yen later in the week on Thursday.
oh,
Albert's coming
snap.
on. Yeah.
All right,
And
I'll
we're gonna try to
check
get
that out.
Goops. We're gonna try to get Goops once she gets off work to do some like in-person interviews. We're just gonna I'm gonna drop links like I did for
Oh,
you. Yeah. Get the
that's
players on
such a good
camera.
idea, dude. That is genius. You have to do that now. Now that you said it,
Yep.
you have to.
Yep. Turn off your stream. Oh, why? Sorry, I'll turn it off. Bye, bad words.
Oh,
Uh,
see.
yeah. So yeah, I think that's where good place to wrap up. You feel that too, or do you want to say anything else?
No, I appreciate you for having me on. It was fun. Looking forward to the next few games. I'll definitely be in the chat watching. I'll be the peanut gallery next time. So
Yeah,
yeah, thank
dude,
you for
for
hanging
sure.
out. Later,
Good
everybody.
chatters. Yeah, peace, guys.